Doing the throw for the end zone. Touchdown. Parker. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Tagovailoa trying to pick up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown. That hard work.
What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's nice to be back a second night in a row. I see you, Fake Spike. I missed you too, homie. Love you, brother. Guys, I want to start off, and I want to send a special shout out to the homie Darth Vader. Hope you're doing well, my dude. I hope, today has been a little bit easier, and I hope that post and the love you got on social media made you smile a little bit today, even just for a second, my friend. Even if just for a second, I did my job, and I really hope you're having a great day today, Darth. Shout out to everyone in the comments section, Raging, Dolphins Maniac, Marco Polo, Michael Simmons, Real O'Neill, J Fam, Powerhouse, Rhino Sith. Man, I'm really excited to do this show, guys, man. We got a list. I'm going to go over some guys with you. I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown of them while I show you all that list. And then we're going to go over some clips. I got some reps I want to show you guys from some of these guys that we're going to be talking about today. And then I'm going to open up to you. I want to hear your thoughts on, the Senior Bowl, players you like, players that stood out to you, guys who you think might fit what Flores wants to do. And that's the whole thing we're doing here. I'm giving you guys to look at who I think fit what this team wants to do. And we're gonna go over that. I'm really excited about this show tonight. Shout out to Jan, Jameson, everyone who's already showed up. Chris Solo, KA All Day, Jason Greaves, FSU Baby, Marinos Go, Troy Hicks, Scott Norman, Kieran, Y2J22, Joey Butters, Tommy Brinkley, Law, shout out to you, homie, Damien, the Pasta, Dion, Chad, Timothy. Man, it just feels good. MG Taxman, Matt Cole, Irving, how you doing, my friend? Ernesto, it feels so good just to be foxing around. Sosa, it feels so good just to get back into the rhythm of things here, guys. Tilly, how you doing? That's the fam right there. New Zealand fam. Golden Coast represent, baby. Armando, Derek. Shout out to each and every one of you showing love. Gavin, our Rip Tupac, Joe, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm just super excited. There's a lot of players, that narrowing this down was tough, guys. Shout out to Rhino, $2 donation. He says, hope today was a loser than yesterday, Darth Vader. Same. Yeah, CW, I wasn't getting at I wasn't getting on Omar. I needed some clarification, my friend. And I get what he's saying. He's got the athleticism, he's got the footwork, he's got the lateral movement to move inside. That's no doubt. But you can have that on the outside too, is all I'm saying too. You can, Tristan Wirfs, man, that was a physical freak, I'm saying. And shout out to you, Martin, George. And I think Panay's a freak, man. I think Panay is a freak, dude. We got next. How are you? So, I'm all about, I believe he can kick to right. Not only because of his, obviously crazy athleticism. He looks like he could play tight end at that position sometimes. But I think, I understand it's tough. You got to start learning to use, your kick slide, your first step. It's all with your other side now. I get that, but I'm not worried about Panay. It's all about work ethic. How bad do you want it? And I think he could do it. I'm not too worried. How you doing, Todd? So shout out to Omar Kelly. I appreciate that he replied, he clarified. So shout out to Omar. I wasn't really putting him on blast. I just said I was having a conniption when I heard that, my friend. That's it. So, enjoy that shot, Fake Spike. Take a shot of me. Drake up here, baby. So, yeah. I think Sewell's a better option than a far, far better option than obviously Hunt. So, I think, I'm not getting my natural right tackle that I wanted last year with Tristan Wirfs, but hey, Penei Sewell, I'll take that all day, every day. Yeah, it'll be time. I was when I talked to the homie Ball Game, when I talked to EM recently, we were talking about that, and I said, you know what? I just sit back. That's why you don't see me get turned up about this Tua hate, other than idiots who don't know what they're talking about, trying to pass off what they're talking about. And let me explain that. My whole issue with people, here's my issue. People like, oh, why are you brash? Why are you aggressive? Well, here's my thing. My job, as my hobby, my job, whatever you want to call it, is to educate y'all as best as I can from his film analysis, okay? Because hands down, I think I'm one of the best guys out here in the Dolphins community that does that on YouTube, hands down. And so when you got people here's my problem. You got people claiming they watch or claiming they know, and it's just because their ego. They can't admit they don't know, or they can't admit that their aptitude isn't up to that. They think the subscription count or the view number means, oh, all of a sudden I have a high. No, it doesn't mean that, my friend. So that's my thing. Miseducation and misinformation is my biggest pet peeve with this community. And people passing it off like it's fact or truth is an issue. Because that's showing you they're putting their ego over properly educating you. That is a problem, my friend. Darth Vader 999, brother, you need to stop with the donations. You just needed to make a comment. I want to say thank you, Fin Nation, for the prayers. We truly have the best fans in the world. We're a family. I know my mom is here. Brother, you need to stop with the donations, my friend. Keep your $10, my friend. Please. Just that post enough would have got you up here, dog. You don't need to think that $10 is the only reason I'm going to post your stuff, Darth. Man, but I appreciate it, homie, but man, you need to take care of you and worry about you, my guy. So yeah, that's my whole issue. People who, outside of their boundary, right? They're outside of their boundary and they just can't admit they're outside of the boundary. Instead, they got to try and save their fragile ego. And that's my issue. You let ego get in the way of educating Dolphin fans. That's your subscription count. That's your income off this, whatever the case you want to say. That's an issue for me. That's an issue. You're doing everyone an injustice, and I got to clean up your mess. Bro, I got to do twice the work because you just can't admit. You just can't play your role, play your position, stay in your lane, and let the big boy take over. Like, let's be honest, right? So, come on, man. It is what it is. So, I could call fraudulence out all day, every day, man. Sorry, man. Y'all are my family. Y'all are my people. Educating you guys is a joy and priority of my life. Okay? Miseducators, no time for you. I will dead you in your tracks. I will hang you up on these Twitter streets like I did to a certain guy a week and a half ago. Hung this man out to dry in the middle of Dolphin Square on Twitter. All right? And I'll do that, man. I'm sorry. I'm the dude that'll do it. I'm the cleaner. Kenny Omega, baby. I'm the cleaner. I'll come through and clean up. That's my job, baby. So it is what it is. And I'll embarrass you and I'll annihilate you on Twitter all day, every day, baby. And I get joy out of it because you know what? It's not about me being right. It's about checking that ego. All right? Sometimes, guys, hey, listen. I used to fight a lot when I grew up. Okay, I got into boxing, etc., etc. My dad was a boxer in the Navy as well. Okay, my dad used to tell me, doesn't matter how strong you are, doesn't matter how tough you think you are, there's always someone out there tougher, there's always someone out there stronger, and there's always someone out there that can knock you out with one punch. Problem is, when you get into the educational platform of football, it's a lot easier to knock you the hell on your ass than I'm going to swing a fist, right? So That's the thing people got to check. As smart as you think you are, there's always someone out there that's smarter or knows more. I just happen to be that reality check for certain people. So it is what it is. I embrace it. I love it. I ain't going to run from it. That's who I am, man. I'm as humble as it can be. But when you check me, when you lie to my people, sorry, buddy. Over. I will embarrass you, my friend. And because, I take your guys' education, your guys' knowledge is the utmost priority of all of us content creators. All of us. Okay? All of us. That's like an oath. That should be an oath. I'm making it an oath. Facts. All right? So it is what it is, man. I'm here, man. So I got you guys. Don't worry. Give me 2 or 3 years, buddy. Rear view, baby. You already know what time it is, too. All right, let's get it rolling, though. Let's get it rolling. Yeah. So I take lying to you guys personally, right? So you got to understand who I am. I'm the type of guy where you can say what you want about me. You can do whatever you want. You start messing with my kids, my wife, my friends, we got a serious issue. And you guys are my family. All right? Y'all fall in that same umbrella. Okay? All of you. So I got an issue when people are lying to you. That's it. And I will go to war and I will put heads on stakes. I'm warning y'all. And I know some of y'all are going to watch this. Be fair warned. That's it. Don't play me. So, anyways, let's go here. I had to get that out, man, because people want to know, well, why you like this all the time? Well, this is why. I take that personally. I love y'all. I respect y'all too much. And you guys being lied to, it's like lying to a family member or a friend of mine. Don't fly with me. Do not fly with me. Period. So, but other than that, as long as you don't lie and miseducate, we're good. Do your thing. Stay your lane. You can have your hot idiotic takes. I don't care. I'm not the one that looks like a fool at the end of the day and has got clown paint on my face, right? So since I've entered this realm, October 2019 to when I started this channel, March, I've been one of the pretty most consistent and bang on, dead on guys out there. Me, and Ball Game have been. So that's it. That's all it is to it, man. That's it. That's all. So shout out to everyone out there, though. Love y'all. Oh, Adrian, you know what's good. You know what's good, man. So it is what it is. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Kieran said, and I take that personally. Quote Michael Jordan. I took that personally. So, and shout out to the homie JoeyShotz, man. We had such a good conversation today, man. I love you, homie. We had great conversation today. So supportive, such a good guy. Y'all got to follow the Finsider. Go follow him on Twitter at Houts. Go follow the homie Dante Collinelli. That's my guy. Me and him had a conversation together. It's crazy. Me and him have been on the come up. We started out together, basically starting our rise, and me and Dante are coming up the ranks together, and that's my guy. Dante, I love you, homie. So much appreciation for you. Like, dude, you are my guy. You are a star, brother, and that's it. So shout out to Dante Collinelli. Love you, homie. And obviously shout out to Josh Houts. Love you. And shout out to Dougley Do Wrong. We had a great conversation today too. Shout out to you, Dougley. In terms of content creators out here in the Dolphins community, there's no one I respect more than you, Dougley, at all. So love you, homie. I hope you, like I said, I hope you and the wife, the new mother, and the new one are doing so good, and stay warm inside because it's chilly out there, my friend. It is chilly. Anyways, let's continue on here. So, let's get into the Senior Bowl. Guys, there was so much stuff I liked about the Senior Bowl. I saw so many good reps. I saw so many good players I thought, fit what we want to do here in Miami. I just saw Flores guys, there's a couple guys on this list who just scream Flores guys. And I think, I think there's some guys here that when you guys look into them, you'll be like, okay, you know what? I see what Reason's talking about. I see how this fits what Flores is putting together. And after I go through my guys, I'm gonna bring up a list. I'll go through everyone. I'm going to show some clips of some of these guys up here. I got some clips loaded up here. And then we're going to get into, I'm going to open it up to you guys. I want you to come on, talk about the players, the clips you see, the players I've talked about, players you watched, players you liked, players you followed. And I will admit there is a bit of a crush on here that I wanted to pull off, but my crush didn't allow me to pull them off. Well, there's actually a couple crushes because, there's actually like two huge crushes of me that y'all remember from my Edge when I was talking about my top 25 players. And so we'll get into this right now, guys. So when you look at who I took away, top performers that I think you Miami Dolphin fans should be paying attention to, should be looking up, trying to find whatever you can on them. I know all 22 is hard to find. I got drives, I got playlists, I got crazy amounts of all 22 that the mods have seen back here that, you got to kind of tape trade to get to. So I get that, but there's stuff you can find out there of these guys that I think will impress you. So let's get into it, guys. So obviously the biggest riser this week, Quinn Mineras, Whitewater, Wisconsin. Obviously huge week. You look at what this kid is, he's clearly one of the most impressive player this week, that last week and on the weekend during practices. I know there's some red flags about a Division III school, but he showed some great reps against some great defenders that I think might put those to doubt. I think he proved that he belonged, man. And I think he not only proved that, I think he showed he was one of the best players at the Senior Bowl. He was just flat out dominant at the time, great power, showed plenty of strength. I just don't think anyone should even have any questions about his toughness. He broke his hand apparently on Thursday, and he was begging Brian Flores for reps in the Senior Bowl. That is, man, kudos to this kid. I cap my hat to you, bro. Like, whoo, like I tip my cap to you. Sorry, my friend. And like, Jesus. So, I know he's not long in his frame, but it's his strength that's just like so brute. And I think he plays with really, really good leverage and control. So I think he's got great power at the point of attack. And I think he's got a really, really good leg drive. So he's 6'3", 320. I like this kid, man. This kid rose, man. Continuing on, we got Dwayne Eskridge. And, man, you got 5'9", 190. This guy's a burner. He runs really, really great routes. He's got excellent fluidity and movement skills in them. Sudden movements are no problem. Every route is clean. The way he employs his hands and his releases and up the route stem is just fantastic. So I just think he's got excellent speed on top of it. This guy might have risen to an early day 2. I know people are saying day 1. I don't know if I'm going there, but we're talking early day 2, I think, on this guy. And damn, I like it, man. He had pretty good, this kid's good, man. It's 5'9", 190. Man, he has forced his way into those day 1 and day 2 conversations. I don't buy the day 1, but I buy day 2. And then Amari Rogers. Y'all know I've been talking about him when we were doing the mocks. Big fan of this guy. I think it's perfect for a slot. I think he's very, very impressive. You look what he did. He had great practices all week. He just looked the part of the perfect guy you'd plug and play at slot. And I don't think he's going to have any issues gaining separation at the pro level whatsoever. 5'10", 210. Love this, man. Amari Rogers, he did it. And Kadarius Toney, there's not much that needs to be said. Y'all know I love this kid. He showed off. He showed out during practices. He's perfect for a slot. 6 foot, 193. Not much. I'm a Gator fan. Kadarius, love you, buddy. I think he's perfect. A guy I got highlighted here, Levi Onwuzurike. Guys, this kid from Washington, I've watched him. I watched tape on him. You watch his reps and how he was at practice. Damn, he was dominant at the Senior Bowl. He looks super quick, and he was generating knockback power in one-on-ones and run periods, no problem. And I know there's some rust on the kid because he hadn't played for over a year, but I heard Todd McShay said he was disappointed in him from the practice reps I've seen that he saw. But I'm like, what is this guy talking about, man? He was playing with great leverage, absolutely dominant in his first couple days. Todd McShay, I don't agree with you whatsoever, my friend. And, I know he's 6'3", 290, so I know there's some weight that likes to be, he's perfect for a 4'3" interior. But I think you pack on some weight. I think he's a legitimate 4'3". He could be a 3-4 guy. He's a zero. He's played zero tech in Washington, so he's got reps. So I like Levi Onwuzurike. Like this kid Onwuzurike, he's legit. I like this kid, man, a lot. Michael Carter, I've talked about Michael Carter because y'all know I'm a Sam Howell fan, closet USC and UNC fan, I guess, because of that. Y'all know Javonte Williams is that dude for me in this draft. But Michael Carter, man, there was questions about his size because 5'8", 199. How is he going to hold up in pass pro? And he looked decent in pass pro last week, man. He looked very, very decent. He showed off his quick burst, showed good elusiveness, and he did a great job in the game, right? If you look at the game itself, he finished the outing with he had 60 yards on 8 carries. But on the surface, that's more impressive than what that number leads you to believe. Because every other player combined for 26 yards on 45 carries. So, damn, Michael Carter, and he looks, he's perfect for what they want to do. Great pass catcher. But, I think they were looking more of a bell cow, but Michael Carter did not hurt his stock at all. And then obviously one of my man crushes been that way for some time, y'all know, because the Wake Forest film last year, I started falling in love with him because of my Jamie Newman stuff. Carlos Basham, fantastic. His quickness was a problem for guards when he rushed from the inside, and he is going to set the edge very good against the run. I'm telling you, he had one particular rep. He absolutely embarrassed Tennessee's Trey Smith. He shed the block on route and he sacked. Like, it was just no problem. And here's the thing. Tennessee's Trey Smith, guys, he's not an average player. He's actually considered one of the top guards in this draft, and Basham embarrassed him. 6'5", 285. Y'all know I love me Boogie Basham. That's my dude. Love this kid, man. Love this kid. Keep it going. Richie Grant. Richie Grant, 6 foot, 194 UCF. Such a good player. We've done the mocks. I've been very high on him when we've done the mocks. And, you look at it, he was voted as the best defensive back of the week on by the wide receivers, right? So, he showed great coverage skills all week against tight ends and receivers. He had no problem hanging on to running backs and limiting catches and yards after the catch. So, he's got excellent field vision, excellent range. And, I think this kid, this is, Matt Rule said this is the one guy he would want on his team coming out of the Senior Bowl if he had to pick one. So high praise to Richie Grant. And now let's get in Damar Hamlin, I talked about him a little bit yesterday. I think this is a perfect Flores guy. Flores was glowing about him when he talked about him. He had an interception in the Senior Bowl. He was very solid in Senior Bowl practices all week, and it was just a great heads up play he made on that Newman pick, on that Newman pass that he picked off, and he is the perfect single high prototype for this defense. And I think this is a kid you guys need to watch heading into draft season. 110%. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. I think Damar Hamlin, that's a kid that people are really, 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 really going to be super, super high on in in the Dolphins brass, in the Dolphins room and such. And then let's keep it going, man. The next one here, Robert Hainsey, guys. Robert Hainsey, man. He was just one of the most consistent prospects this week. He played with good hands, firm base. He took snaps at guard, at tackle. I think the team that picks him is going to get a very, very, very polished player. I think, people are forgetting, guys, the Notre Dame guys, Hainsey included, they were staying after the practices and working and getting in more reps. They were working really hard that week. And, we talk about Flores' character. That is gonna have high character standing with Brian Flores. And, apparently he interviewed very well as from what I could research. So, I mean, Robert Hainsey, that's a guy, another one on the interior that he's risen his stock, and a weak center class has all of a sudden added some bodies to it. And again, 6'4", 290, good size. So Patrick Jones, again, one of my man crushes. Go back to my top 25. He had a pretty quiet week in practices. He had a pretty bad rep against Quinn Mineras that'll show you guys in a bit. But, he had a 3-man sack on Newman. And then, you look up, he had another solo sack just before halftime. Patrick Jones showed up for game time. He realized that, oh, man, I didn't do what I wanted to do. I didn't live up to my own expectations. And so he saw the game as potentially that last outlet, and it was. And, of course, he delivered. And that's a gamer, man. You got to love gamers. That's a gamer quality, right? So, hey, there's guys, we talked about this, plenty of times. There's guys you can go whatever, wherever, okay? And what's happened with them is, right? Sorry, I didn't actually notice. My background is gone. What's happened is, guys, they're not really practice guys. They show up at game time. And that's what it counts, right? So now you want them, you want 110% every rep in practice, and you want every rep just to be as good as what it is in the game. But some guys just aren't built like that. It is what it is. So, I mean, hey, but Patrick Jones, he showed up at game time, and it was great stuff. Good stuff from Patrick Jones. And then my last one here, Demetric Felton, the UCLA running back that's officially converted to wide receiver. So, showed quick feet, line of scrimmage. He got no problem getting separation, easy off plays, and the ability to make the play once he did. 5'10", 200 pounds. I think he's more of a, slot guy. I don't think this is going to be a boundary guy. But, that's a guy where, hey, you take a late round flyer, day 3 flyer on him, whatever, So I don't think you're going to have to. I wouldn't spend a day 2, but if I could get him day 3, hey, that's not bad, right? So, those are some of the players that I like, guys, coming away. I want to hear what you guys have to think. Some players that you guys maybe liked. But, I want to show some clips for you guys now too. So, If you we take that away and boom. And then all right, so let's get into some clips, guys. So for me, there's a lot of clips to go through. So let's go through this Quinn Meinerz clip. It's a fantastic clip. Um So this is against Patrick Jones. This is the clip I was talking about, guys. I mean, you look at this; he just absolutely drives them down. He just uses his leverage against him. Basically, uses his own power against him, momentum against him, gets leverage and just drives him. So watch. Whoop! Oh, tried to spin back. No, thank you. Whoo! Look at that. Keeps him outside, tight. Got him on his feet, on his heels, and then he tried to spin off him. He said, "No, thank you." Look at that. One more time. Boop. See, try to get off him. Can't. Look at the hand placement. Look at the guys. Perfect. Oh, it's over, man. It's over. It's over. Whoop. Nope. Contained. Oh, what a rep. What a rep by Quinn Meinerz. Excuse me. I mean, Jesus. Look at, oh, what a firm base set. Look at how square his feet were. No problems, man. And he just drove him back on his heels. Absolute fantastic rep by Quinn Meinerz on Patrick Jones. Unbelievably good stuff. Oh, that's the stuff that gets you going, baby. And then now let's take a look at this rep. This is another great rep by Quinn Meinerz. We'll keep it going right here. And just absolute good work here. Oh, drives him up. Yeah, there you go. Right on my boy Levi. Good rep, man. Good rep. Right out of his break. It's perfectly squared to defender. Leverage underneath. Let's go. Perfect hand placement. Gotta love those mitts, baby. You have to love those mitts. Now let's get into Levi on a berserky. So I want you guys to see this. This man is a beast, my friends. Beast. Okay? Beast. Don't say I didn't tell you he wasn't. All right? So here we go. We got Washington. So there you go. On a berserky right here. And right here, if I remember the rep correctly, he is against Aaron Banks. Okay? So watch this, guys. This is good stuff right here. Whoop! Just right by him. Look at that. Look at that. Didn't even need to work. I just went across his face and he's by him. Look at that. Yeah, okay. Oh my God. Like, talk about ease. Like, Aaron Banks, my friend, you might not get drafted. Oh my God. Oh my God. That looks like it was just another. Levi woke up and said, okay, I got to do this. All right. Give me a step. Whoop. Oh my God. Oh, fantastic stuff by Levi. Oh my God. He just absolutely embarrassed him. What do you say to that? Like, Jesus. Like, oh my God. Oh my Lord. Okay, so let's keep it rolling here. I got some more. I want to show you guys Dwayne Eskridge, man. Just the way, he steps his route and stuff. Fantastic stuff. So we'll go, he's put his route running on speed right on perfectly to spray right here. It's so good. Look at this. Whoop. Oh, look at that hop step. Oh, it's inside. It's gone. Oh, 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 oh my God. What do you go? Where are you going to the sideline? You might have got a water when you went on inside on him. Oh my God. Get a water. Just get off the field. Oh my God. That is phenomenal. Look at that. Whoop. Oh my look. Man, guys, that hop step tucks him in and then he just hits the inside on him. Woo! Look at that move. Oh my God. That is gold, baby. That is absolute gold. Good God Almighty. That is embarrassing. Jesus. I think Quinn goes day 2. Yeah, day 2 for sure. All right. That was just embarrassing, guys. Dwayne Eskridge needs to, and I want to add too, guys. Go watch Jabril Cox and go watch Baron Browning. They had really, really good weeks. Okay. They are actually the two that almost made this list. Jabril, y'all know I've been high on. We do the mocks. Baron, I don't think he's what we need, but he had a very good week. They did great stuff at the Senior Bowl. I have to give them props. I can't forget them. I can't forget that. So go look at them. And then, all right, now I got one. Robert Hainsey, guys. I just want you to look at the power of this guy. He's just such a, he's just so good. I want you guys to watch, how good he is here. Look at that. Stands him up. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that base, baby. That base is so sexy. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, stop. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, look at that base, baby. Oh, my God. Look at this. This kid is legit, guys. That is some sexy, sexy stuff. Look at the hand placement. Perfect placement of the paws. Oh, my God. Absolute stuff. He extends his arms. It's over, man. It's a wrap. Boom. Arms extended. It's done. Oh, love it, man. Oh, that's sexy stuff. That is sexy stuff, my friends. That's the stuff that gets my heart going. Whoo! That is sexy, sexy stuff. Jesus, someone tell me different. Try and tell me different. Good God. And, okay, we got a couple other things I want to show you guys. So, shout out to the homie, Devontae Smith. I know he said today he'd go anywhere, but playing with Tua was cool on Bleacher Report. But he also had this to say about the homie Noah Benogany. Look at this. Best players you played against during your time at Alabama. The CB from Auburn, Noah Benogany. He was the best DB I played against. And if you go back and watch, I told y'all, it's crazy. He got absolutely dominated by Van Jefferson. But you go watch Noah Benogany in the Alabama and the LSU game. I said this last year. I'll say it again. He's a totally different player. And that's why they were like, oh, my God, salivating. We got to take this kid. Whew. Still think they could have got him in the second. But, man, yeah, high praise from a Heisman wide receiver and potential teammate. Think about that one for a sec, guys. So let's get into it. I want to open it up to you guys. Let's hear what you guys had to think about some of those reps. Some of, what you had to think of the Senior Bowl yourself. What's on your mind with the Dolphins and the draft in the Senior Bowl. I'd like to keep the Senior Bowl talk there if we can for a little bit. But yeah, man, there's the link. You guys are welcome on, obviously. Y'all already know what time it is. But yeah, man, you guys look at that. That's the stuff that gets me going, man. Man, those reps, those interior reps, man. Jesus. That is some sexy, sexy stuff, man. Woo! Robert Hainsey, dude, you are legit, my friend. You are legit. And I've started watching film on you because of the Senior Bowl, and God, I like this kid a lot, man. Ton. Man. Powerhouse, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, Reason?
How you doing? Damien, how you doing, brother?
What's good? What's good, Reason? What's good, y'all? Todd, TJ.
What's up?
How are you guys doing, man? What do you guys think about those reps, man? Jeez.
Man, I'm loving it.
Robert Hainsey is legit,
more prospects
man.
for us.
Yeah. Robert Hainsey is legit, man. I watched a little bit on him early in the season. Now I'm like going a full deep dive on him this week because I'm just like enamored. So, yeah.
I really like Cam Nearez.
I'm sorry.
What was that, Damien?
I said that's why that Notre Dame running game was so good. Even though I love the back Williams from out of Notre Dame, I always was telling Williamson about him. He opened.
I agree with you, Reason. This is the year we should use our picks to move up. But with how deep this draft is and all those players, if we're not taking that tackle at number 3, I wouldn't be hard trade down and get a couple extra picks in this draft to get a couple of those gems.
Yeah. Hey, man. I meant more so in the sense of Todd. I think they're done accumulating for like next year.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. No, I know what you're talking about.
I know
what you're talking about. I'm just saying that's where I was coming from. That was my point.
Yeah.
I think they're done accumulating for future draft picks. It's the time.
No, if anything,
now.
I want to use some of next year's draft picks to get back in this draft.
Oh, brother, dude.
Yeah.
Todd, listen.
Yeah.
If let's say they go off the board, okay? Let's say I think they're going to take Zach Wilson, but let's say the Jets don't. All right? Cuz they've been looking into what the value of Darnold is, and they've been getting. They think his value is a late first, so they're looking into value. I told you all weeks ago,
Wow.
Joe Douglas was not that's not his guy, and he, from what I understood, he's out. He wants to move him, whether they draft a quarterback at 2 or not. And I think, I think Penei Sewell, obviously, at 3 is the move. But if they go off the board, they take Penei at like 2, and now we're sitting here, and now I'm like, okay, do I take Devontae and take Devontae Smith, package that at 18th, package a first, try to move back up and add Waddle, man?
Yeah.
They won't. They will not do that, but I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Hey,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Dude, I agree with Boogie, man. Boogie would be scary in our defense.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, Boogie
That's
Basham.
my boy. That's my boy, bro. That's been my boy. Y'all know that. So, yeah, I know. Boogie would be a perfect addition to this defense. Liam, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. Good, man. Enjoy the content. Sorry.
Thank you very much, brother. How you doing? What's on your mind, bro?
As a Bear fan, man, I hope he gets traded to up, but it will never happen.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be trading Tua, bro. I don't think so at all. So as a Bear fan, man, I've been saying this since last year. Because again, I don't know if you are you a Dolphin fan too, or?
No, I'm a Bears fan. I'm a Tua fan.
Okay, true. Yeah. So, so I I've been on the Trey Lance thing since last year. He only came around really in the draft season, but I've been, guys up here can verify. I've been talking about Trey Lance for quite some time. That's why, if I'm the Bears, that's who I want. I want Trey Lance, bro. That's who you want. You want Trey Lance, or Zach Wilson won't make it. You want Trey Lance. He'll be perfect for you, man. Perfect, and solve everything.
And that sounds great.
Or you also get lucky and end this Watson thing.
Hold on a sec, Todd. Hold on a sec. One of my good buddies, Liam, is a Chicago Bears fan, and I told him this last year, man. I said, this kid's the kid you want to fall to you, and if he falls to you, Liam, you guys are going to be in such good shape moving forward, because that's all you're missing, man. Literally, that's all you're missing.
Yeah, it probably is. I mean, like I said, but as a fan, I live in South Korea right now at the moment. And
oh, man. Awesome.
Yeah. And every now and then I slip in, and it's fun listening to, your content and people, a fan of Miami. I understand the expectation for towards high, but I would love to have that problem in Chicago. So,
I know, but here's the thing, Liam. If people go back, my receipt was when I said, okay, I said preseason, my expectation, 16 games from Tua was only, I said, give me 18 to 22 touchdowns, give me less than 10 interceptions, give me 3,200 yards. and I'm happier than a pig in shit. And that was my problem. A lot of people were like, oh, this guy's got to come out here and throw for 40, 50. That's not his game, man. And people didn't understand that. And that's why I was trying to temper this, And another thing was he wasn't in Herbert's position. He wasn't going to be throwing 40, 50, 60 times because he was behind like him. So, yeah, man, I get where people's expectations were with Tua because he's a top 5 pick. But I mean, all of a sudden, people had forgotten Manning's rookie year, where he threw more interceptions and touchdowns while he set the touchdown record. People forget all this stuff because the thing is, when people heard Russell Wilson or Drew Brees, Liam, what didn't click with them was it's the prospect, right? It's Breeze or Russell as a prospect with their ceiling. You have to reach it. People were automatically thinking, oh, he's Breeze or he's Russell. That means I'm getting MVP Russell or I'm getting Super Bowl Breeze. They don't understand the prospect, the process of a prospect. That's the ceiling, man. You know what I mean? So I get it, man. And I've had so much support from the Samoan community for Tua. And I love y'all so much, man, because Bro, I grew up a massive, massive wrestling fan, and Samoan wrestlers are like some of my favorite ever, man. And I've always been enamored with the tradition. I've always been enamored I just love your guys' way of life. And a huge rock guy. Like I was a massive rock guy. Like that was my guy. All right. So, and I want to say I appreciate you, man, because I truly do love your community and Hawaii and actually, I want New Zealand, Hawaii. There's parts of your community that I just want to meet so badly. So I just want you to know, man, you guys are so appreciated on this channel.
I mean, it's cool. Like I said, it's just fun every now and then because the Bears are so terrible at picking quarterbacks and what they should have got Watson.
Yeah.
I would love to have the problem that the fans are disappointed about with Tua. I mean, he could be a bust. I think to be honest with yourself as a fan and a former, college player, he's not, the expectation at number 5 and all that stuff that Miami was waiting for. It makes sense for them to be unhappy, but shoot, I would love to have that problem. You got to give the kid a chance. I mean, he could be a bust, but I feel like he can be decent or probably better or what he's expected. But
agreed.
Time will tell.
So I follow Strictly Dumpling. I follow Mikey Chen, and he was just living in South Korea for 3 months. So I've been following along, man. I want a guy that is on my bucket list, man.
8 years, going on 8 years here. Yeah.
The barbecue must be unreal, my friend.
It's funny because my parents actually live in Orlando. They just moved there from Hawaii. So I don't know. But yeah, no, Korea is an interesting country. It's a different, but teaching ESL English is pretty fun.
Awesome, man. Man, appreciate you for educating the minds, man. That's awesome.
Well, it's good to have English as actually my second language because I'm fluent in my native tongue. So like the fact that I had to learn English, as you go to school in America, then you come to Korea, it's kind of easy transition. So
that's awesome.
Man, it's fun watching your channel because every time I will type in there in the chat, I didn't know you can get on this and be there, and I usually type, "Hey, let me have the Bears would love to have Tua." We'll trade over, and I see some of the people there like go away. I'm like, that's fine.
I think a lot of teams would love to have Tua, man. I really don't think Dolphin fans understand how blessed they are, man. So,
But I'm with you though. I think I'll take Sewell in a second because you gotta solidify the line, and because without a line, as a former lineman, your quarterback will not exist. You definitely need to make that offensive line solidify. Because if he's terrible, if he's a bust, then you guys can always get another quarterback to replace him.
I gotta ask you, as you played lineman, and you're a Samoan as well as is obviously Pinay as well. So, what are your thoughts of him as a prospect, as a player when you watch him?
I mean, he got all the physical tools. He's amazing. But again, that's college. I think a lot of your fans or people on here, as I listen, there's a totally different game from college to pros. Every day you're lining up against the best. You're not going against, backyard university. on weeks 3 or 4. But he definitely got all the physical too. He's an amazing talent. Maybe some stuff I've seen some people critiquing that he's not like a tenacious lineman. Sometimes he takes plays off, but he can teach the guy. He got all the tools to be a great lineman. But I think the draft, as you guys all know as fans and you'll be following the sport, anybody can be a bust. There's no guarantee.
Exactly. Yep.
So he can have all the measurables, but he can still be terrible. So
agreed, man.
Yeah, but he definitely, I would love to have him, but hey, I'm just a fan now.
A shout out to Martin. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Esteban, you just joined. Jan, Drew Boo, how you guys doing tonight?
What's going on, man? Just enjoying that conversation you guys are having right there, man. I could just sit down and listen to that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Thanks for having me, man. For real. God bless.
No problem, man. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on. So, guys, go ahead. What's on your mind? Go ahead.
Who's first?
Let it rip. Take it. Take charge.
Let me go ahead and jump in. I'm so glad you brought up the lineman situation because I'm stuck on Tua. Like Tua from what I've seen from St. Louis High, true freshman coming in at Alabama during the spring and dominated the spring game. It's like people just forgot how good this kid really is, and they're not giving him an opportunity to, one, heal correctly, and two, transition to the professional game. And his strength is being in the pocket. He climbs the pocket like a pro already, but when you have a struggling interior offensive line, that's when you can potentially have a struggling tool. So
exactly,
you bringing up all these centers and we're also, scouting some guards. I'm telling you right now, if we solidify.
You there, Martin?
The years. I'm here. You can hear me?
Okay.
Yeah. You said if she solidified and then you cut off.
I'm sorry. Yeah, if you solidify the left guard, center, and right guard for the next 2 and 3 years, you're gonna see a maxed out Tua as far as production and things like, because he's a pocket. He climbs the pocket like a pro. Like he needs that extra, time up front to just move in, make his extra read, and then just decisively make that throw. And I'm just glad we're scouting like that.
Yeah, when you go back to my evaluation, right? One of my things was, I would say, I kept watching reps over and over and over again because his footwork and the way he climbed was just, it enamored me. He was just so fantastic at it. And you're right, man. If you take away that interior, what's your ability to climb? Now you can't climb. That's why you saw him kicking out a lot more than with his natural progression of moving up in the pocket. And
True.
The reason why I'm not really focusing on guards so much is because I think we have them. I think Solomon Kindley and Robert Hunt are the guys. That's why I'm not looking at guard. You know what I mean? I think it's, I think Robert Hunt can be a Pro Bowl guard. I think Solomon Kindley can be a Pro Bowl guard. And I think it's just the center and the right tackle position. And that center, though, you can have all pro guards, all you want, all pros, never mind Pro Bowls. But if that center is a jabroni, he
has to be an anchor. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why, like, Quinn Menarez, you think we can pick him up and he would be our center?
Oh yeah.
I know he plays guard too, but I'm just saying,
guys, I gotta say it. We might already have him though.
Yeah.
It might be Michael Dieter.
No, I agree.
I like Dieter, man.
About Dieter.
That's the problem. When you look at his reps, when he was moving men, he came in, he was moving men, no problem. And it's just about snapping and communicating. That's all it's going to be about. It's going to be, because here's the thing. Now he's got to become one of he's basically got to be the smartest player on the offensive line. So I can't tell you that because I've never sat down with Michael Dieter and said, how smart he is. Or there's not enough tape for me to go back center reps for me to see his aptitude and his communication and give you a solid. There's just not. So that's the coaching staff. They know better than I do on that one.
Miami picked up a center today off the practice squad. Put one on the practice squad.
Yeah.
What do you think about getting free?
What was his name? Tom Sampson
Johnson
or something. It was here. I was gonna. It is. I like retweeted it today and everything too. Can't believe I forgot. But he's an interior guy. He's played guard and center, but he's not going to be our starter, man.
No, but I think it kind of means Karras is going to probably be gone anyway.
Oh, buddy, he could be. Yeah. I'm just saying. I think they might want to know. I think they might want to figure out what they have with Dieter instead of investing super high. Cameron Tom, that was his name. Cameron Tom. So he's played with the Saints. He's had reps and stuff. Here, I got a little piece here. So he's a young center. He played 11 games with one start in the Saints in 2018, undrafted in 2017 of Southern Mississippi.
Oh,
and
that's
last year he was on the practice squad for the Saints.
That's what we picked up today?
Yeah, that's what we picked up today.
So they know. The Dolphins know.
Yeah.
That's a
I don't think it. Yeah, I actually don't think they're going to spend one of our first. I don't think a day 1 or day 2 pick is going to be spent on center.
No.
Wow. So by them getting that
unless
center,
like someone stupid falls to you at like 80,
50.
like 50, and you're like, okay, what do I do?
Yeah.
But I actually think they might even pass. So. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think they're gonna take, because you have to take Landon Dickerson or Creed Humphrey high, right? I don't think they're gonna go. I don't think they're gonna do that.
So you don't think they'll go out and get Corey Linsley in free agency?
I mean, yeah, I think, dude, that's an all-pro.
Yeah,
that's a best screen center in the game.
I think
that's different.
Yeah,
now you're talking about like a that's different. That's not drafting a prospect. That's a sure bet all-pro quality player.
Right. I think he's going to be retained. He'll be retained by the Packers, I think.
Buddy, I'm praying. Hey, man, all I got to say is last time they extended him in December. Food for thought.
Yeah.
Food for thought. That's why he's on my list, and he's damn high on my list.
And I don't think they'll keep both of him and Aaron Jones.
No, I think
one of them's gotta go.
No, they would make Linsley work before Aaron Jones because they got Dylan.
They got Dylan and the other kid Williams too.
Yeah. Linsley would be the priority. The thing is, he might want to test free agency because of his value. Yeah, he could overvalue himself.
I think.
Not overvalue himself in terms of like he's wrong, but value his way out of Green Bay. That yo, man, I can actually go get paid legit money, and you know what I mean. So
and see, the problem this year is that salary cap dropping. It's going to hurt a lot.
Exactly. That's why I'm monitoring it, baby. That's the name for me. That is my number one name.
As far as overall free agents,
oh yes. If you could give me one free agent, hands down, it's Corey Linsley.
Yeah, because
y'all will see in my free agency video on Friday exactly what I'm talking about. Wait till y'all see some of the clips I put together of this guy.
Cool.
Yeah,
buddy, I tell Stephen Brink, yo, buddy, back the Brink truck up to a fucking to a suite in Miami, to a mansion in Miami, and say, forget that Wisconsin weather, baby.
Because how about Martin in the center of this whole line would change the whole line. Having that leadership and seeing how physical he is. Just imagine.
If we got Corey Linsley and drafted Penei Sewell and kicked Hunt into right guard, kept Jackson at left tackle, and kept Kinley at left guard, you are now getting what Reasons wanted and telling y'all since before we drafted Tua. I said, yeah, draft Tua. That's my guy. But also draft the offensive line because I want an offensive line better or just as good as Oakland.
Yep.
Now Las Vegas. Y'all saw what they did to us. They got an average of 339 pounds on that offensive line. I said, give me, because that offensive line is better than what's in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is very, very good. But that that Vegas line is better. You give me that line with Tua, buddy. I don't care who you give me from Costco as a receiver on Sunday. That guy is popping off, baby.
Yeah.
And I don't care what running back you find. What running back you find stocking shelves at Home Depot, he is going to be 1,000-yard back in this offense, bro.
That right there is the potential of Emmitt Smith's offensive line in Dallas in the old days.
The Great Wall of Dallas. Yeah. But even with the Cowboys, like the way the Cowboys drafted their most recent like offensive line from Smith to Martin to even went before Frederick retired, like they just kept hitting on first round offensive linemen, and they built a solid front for him. But now we have that luxury where we just hit on so many picks like a Kinley, and now we're talking about getting a generational talent in Penei Sewell. Look, it's the sky's the limit if we can just find that anchor at center, and Dieter's in that conversation.
This facts. Facts. Love it.
Hey, can you imagine how
that
big of a
continues
genius?
Dieter's development behind Corey Linsley.
Exactly. Yep.
And Greer's going to look like a genius for that Tunsil trade if we end up with Sewell and with all the players we got off that trade.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dolphins hat.
He's already looking good,
brother. I could have told you he was a genius after that trade.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to see the draft capital.
But they hit on the picks, is what I'm saying so far.
So
I would not call Austin Jackson a hit by any stretch of the imagination.
Not yet.
Not by any stretch. And I have a conversation with Richmond Webb, one of the best left tackles ever play the game.
Yeah,
Austin
not a Jackson. I thought
Austin Jackson is not a hit.
Yeah,
I think he can be good, but I didn't think he was that high.
No, I was right. I'm sorry. Go back to my evaluation. I was right about Austin Jackson.
I mean, my friend's son destroyed him in the bowl at Panessa.
Yeah.
That's my buddy's son from Iowa.
Bradley and I took him to town. You know, a Julian Aquar from Notre Dame. No one talks about him taking him to town for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He can't deal with power, bro. He can't deal. That's why. If you go back to the pregame for the Denver game, there's a guy in the comments, El Salvador or something. He said, "Reason, what's the one matchup that you don't like this weekend?" You can literally go back and find. I even clipped it up on Twitter. Bradley Chubb versus Austin Jackson, hands down. Because Bradley Chubb is that a better mold of those guys we were just talking about, Liam, right? Yeah. So all he did was just come across.
Hopefully, you get better for you guys' team. I mean, you guys picked him high, so hopefully you get better.
I told everyone, I don't think he's ever going to be a Pro Bowl guy. He's going to be a good
journeyman.
No. He's going to be a solid guy. You know, I don't see all pro in him, man.
Yeah,
kind of like our James that we had that went to Denver.
I'm sorry?
The offensive tackle we had, James, the guy we got from Tennessee, kind of like
Juwan James. Yeah, that's a good compare. Yeah, but but here's the thing, Todd. We all know Juwan James he's more than serviceable, right?
Yeah.
Competent play.
Yeah.
That's all you really, because that's on my blind side. That's oncoming traffic for Tua. I just need competent play there. Because here's the thing, guys. Who am I not high on in this draft? Alex Leatherwood. Haven't been for a very, very long time. Been telling y'all this for months.
Yeah,
okay?
I don't think he's that good.
And hold on, who was Tua's left tackle?
Alex
Leatherwood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? It was Jedrick Wills was the guy you had to get right.
Yeah, Jedrick was better.
Oh, Jedrick Wilson. I said last year, Tristan Wirfs and Jedrick Wills were the best of that class, hands down. And here we are, sitting here how long later, and I'm like, oh, lo and behold, I was right. Now, I was actually worried about them kicking the Jedrick to the left, but damn, if he can do it, Penei can do it. If he can do it, Penei can do it.
I just hope we can get this line right, and he plays good enough to where we can get some value for him.
No, you don't trade him. Keep him, because I don't want to listen. I said this last year. What did I say when you build your line? You want your right tackle to be the stud. You want your left tackle to be good because now I don't have to pay you stud money.
I just don't want him to be the weakest link on the line.
There's always a weakest link in every line.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're trying to build depth, right? So I don't want to start giving away.
Yeah, I'm not trading Austin Jackson.
Yeah, what we've done foundationally.
No.
Well, I'm not saying right away.
No, dude, I'm keeping him here for the dude.
He's
That can be my left.
He's too cheap.
Dude, that's my next tackle for elite. Like, man, at least the next 4 years, man.
I want to start bringing in elite.
You got a 4-year and an option contract. You don't trade that.
Yeah.
Unless he's elite and you can't get, and you get a stupid offer like the Tunsil stuff. You're not going to get a Tunsil offer for the guy. So, I told y'all you could have got him in the 20s. You could have gone at 26. It is what it is, man. I told y'all when literally, if you go back and watch the stream, they made a run. They saw the tackles dropping and they flinched. That happens. Every team does that.
Hey, Reason. My Jets cousin. Hold on one second. My Jets cousin.
Hey John, you're trash and not an elite human being. Get out of my chat.
Oh my goodness, stupidness going on.
And Rhino, take care of that fool. Dud him.
All right. Yeah. So my Jets cousin, he is done with Deshaun. He said Saul is not going to sign him, and we're going to give up too much. Yeah. And no, he goes, watch the Raiders get him, just as long as you idiots don't get him here. And I said, bro. You guys are still a suck-ass franchise anyway. You're going to be staring up at us. And he started to get mad. He hung up on me. But he says all his friends now are off the Deshaun bandwagon because they got way too many holes. They're, I said, yeah, it's all agent talk. It's all agent talk. And oh my gosh, you should hear this fool. It's crazy.
Hey, if the Bears can get Watson or Mariota, I'm happy. Just throw away that trash.
The Bears? Oh,
you don't all want Mariota.
I think they deserve him, to be honest.
The Bears?
Think the Bears,
yeah, they have some really great fans, man.
There's one team that deserves that guy. I think it would be them.
But why did the Bears not draft him? Why did the right? That's crazy.
I was gonna ask you guys that.
I mean, those guys had to. That team had to deal with Favre. Now they're dealing with Rodgers.
I was gonna ask the room that, like,
Liam,
was there anything that I didn't see that?
Liam, I absolutely hated Mitch Trubisky, bro.
I didn't know.
I did not like him at all.
I had no clue. I'm not a GM, but I was wondering what he saw in him for 1 year to pick him over Deshaun Watson.
Brother, you know what I saw, buddy? I'm not gonna say in terms of like comparable talents and stuff, but that was my Rosen of the draft. That was my guy. That was like, yo, guys are way too high on this guy. I do not see this.
Wow.
Hey, the Bears could do us a favor and get Watson off the market because they're in for the trade for him right now. So just take him off the market, keep him out of the AFC, and we're happy.
Anything you guys do not want, I, as a diehard Bear fan, I will take them. You guys want to throw away Tua? I'll wave my white flag. I'll take them. We'll take Watson.
Tua?
I'm just saying.
No, man. Hey,
I'm being a realist. I'm just saying.
Hey, and I heard you talking earlier, and I want to apologize for these weak ass fans that want to throw my boy
I don't
away.
think you have to. Everybody had their opinion.
Yeah,
you can't be upset at the fan. Sometimes the fan are not being rational. I get it.
Yeah,
but as someone that
there's unintelligent takes, right?
Yeah. So, but that's what makes it fun. That's why before I joined you guys' room, before class, I'll sit here and listen. It's funny. Just a bunch of people going off, but they have the right to be upset and not happy because of the results. And I think one thing that I learned from listening to you guys, they always say that Tua had all the receivers, but my thing is you still need to be a decent quarterback to read and find the open receiver.
Bro, that was a cop out for people who didn't like him. Bro.
Yeah, they said that he had all those great receivers at Alabama, and nothing against Hurst, but Hurst could not read anything. As much as he was an amazing athlete.
Liam, if you want some good stuff, go back and check my Hurts takes.
Oh no,
but if you
I've
go back
listened.
and
I've
look
been
at all these
listening to
weak
you guys a
fans,
lot. Yeah.
if
Sorry,
you
go
look at
ahead.
these fans who aren't happy about where we're at and the results, none of them picked us to win 10 games this year.
Yeah, a lot of them.
No, my whole thing is these guys have been quarterback starving for 20 years. When all of a sudden did some of these casual fans become experts on the position?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And here's another thing. Beggars can't be choosers.
Say it again.
So I mean, like, that's what it is. And that's why I sit back here. I'm going to be laughing my ass off in year 2, year 3 when this kid's balling out. I mean, these fans don't even know that what his playing weight is bought. Like, they don't even understand the body mechanisms going into this. They don't understand any of this. And it's hilarious to me because the kid is playing at 210 pounds this year. His playing weight at Bama was 217. That should tell you just off the top, he wasn't in his football body. And if you look at his body, what was his body this year? If you go look at pictures with his shirt off on his Instagram or whatever, when he was partying with all those people, waist up was like babyish. Like, it was a little bit.
High school.
Yeah. But with waist down, he was built like a brick shithouse, right?
Yeah.
And that's because these people don't understand he was spending his time getting his body right on the lower half so he could hit the field, and so he didn't have time to focus on getting the upper half right to where it needs to be to caught up. This kid's going to show up 220, 217, 220, built like absolute jack, and that's why some of his throws, you got a guy who didn't trust his body because of the trauma of the injury, plus his body wasn't where it needed to be physically, football shape-wise. But these people are like just fat slobs eating chips on, and they never hit a weight room and worked out at anything for their life, so they don't know what's going on.
And for everybody trying to compare him to Herbert, what happened to Herbert when he faced a real defense?
Got waxed.
45-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's different teams. I believe as a fan watching the sport, I mean, Herbert had to throw the ball. You know what I mean? You guys won.
But even when he went up against us, he became check down Charlie.
Yeah.
What happened to when Mahomes met a real defense?
Almost
we
beat
straight
him too.
shut him down, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's real. That's real.
Damien, okay, so if you actually look at the games where he actually struggled as a passer.
Sure.
Yeah. There's 3 minds at work. Belichick, yet he still beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Doug Marinelli.
Mm-hmm.
And Vic Fangio.
Mm-hmm.
Those are literally the Mount Rushmore of like 3 defensive minds in the NFL right now.
Most definitely.
And those are the guys who stifle my rookie passer as a quarterback. Oh, excuse me if I'm not ready to jump off a cliff. Like, Jesus Christ. But people don't even understand that, man. That's what's crazy. I say this all the time. I don't even know if they can spell it, let alone the definition of the word context. Everything's at face value. The context explains the face value, but they're lazy. They don't want to do the research. They're too stupid and don't understand, or they're Forrest Gump level, and they start drooling, and it just ADD kicks in, and they go off on something else.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand the context of things, of why they happen. Context is everything as to why stuff happens.
That's why I love Tua, man. That's why I love he like, even when he's getting these interviews with Dan Patrick and they're asking like, backhanded questions, he's just shrugging it off, laughing, giggling. He's like, it's like strange, but it's so encouraging at the same time. Like, man, this kid, like, nothing really phases this kid.
You got to think about this kid. We talked about it earlier, Martin. You got a shoddy offensive line play, so he doesn't trust his offensive line. He doesn't trust his receivers, clearly, because they weren't making catches.
Yeah.
You can't trust them. As a pass, I played the position. You don't trust, you throw it, but you don't trust they're going to make the play.
Right.
You got to make the throw, though. That doesn't mean you trust them. So you don't trust your receivers, you don't trust your offensive line, and he doesn't trust his body yet. People don't understand. When he was popping up in that Brockers hit, that's instinct. That's him getting back up. I'm okay. That's not like, okay, I'm 110% now. Let's let it roll, boys. And here's another thing. If an ACL injury takes about a year and a half, it actually takes about a year and a half to get right from. You can return after a year, but it takes about a year and a half to get right from an ACL injury. What the hell is a traumatic hip injury like that gonna think? The problem is these guys face value. Oh, he's playing. He must be 110%. Like, good God. Like, it's just such short-sightedness that,
I got into it with somebody on another channel because I was saying we needed to get some weapons around here that will get separation for them. That'll help them out with, with the type of offense that we run. Person kept saying, no, we can't coddle him. He should be able to run any offense we throw at him and needs to learn it because he's pro now.
But that's someone who doesn't even understand offenses. So why are you talking about that?
You know who it was?
Who?
EM.
That's not, you can't, say that one more time.
It was EM that was saying that we can't coddle him.
But that's not coddling him.
I know, that's getting the type of offense.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm surprised he said that because that's not true at all. So every offense is tailored to the quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, Zach Taylor, go look at this year. They brought over LSU concepts because it was already a West Coast foundational offense. And Joe Brady's offense is based in the West Coast. So they brought over concepts for familiarity and to make your guy comfortable. We were literally one of the few teams. We were the only team in recent memory that I can see that drafted a guy top 5, and we installed 0 Bama concepts. RPOs are not Bama concepts because RPOs are everywhere.
Can I chime in a little bit more, Reason?
Go ahead.
Just think of this. I don't know whose sound that is. Just think of it like this. Tom Brady, when he left New England, Bruce Arians noticed he had to change the style of our offense he was running, just chuck it downfield. He had to implement, and that's why you saw the offense start to click towards mid to the end of the season because it was more of Brady taking control of that offense. Brian Leftwich got with Brady. Leftwich got with Brady and was like, we're going to do things to make you comfortable. And that's Tom effing Brady.
Yep. Good point.
Every quarterback excels in a system that makes him comfortable.
Yes.
That's why you have a bust. You can have a quarterback with super talent who in college excel, but gets drafted by the wrong team and becomes a bust. That's why the situation you're in.
See, you know what, Todd? I'm surprised he said that, Damien and Todd, because because remember with the whole thing that we went back and forth on the other platform, scheme fit matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that literally plays into scheme fit.
Yes. But that's what I was trying to get my point across was every team runs what the offense. They get weapons built for their offense, what they want to run.
You play to you create an offense that plays to and highlights your quarterback's strengths, not his weaknesses.
You don't take a quarterback and make him do your system. You pick a quarterback and you run the system that's best for the quarterback. That's the only way to be
especially in the early years, Todd.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I was going to say that one of the problems as a Bear fan, I think Nagy was going off the rail because I was like, what are you doing? That's not Trubisky's strength. As much as I don't like him, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to be a genius from Andy Reid's tree. Come on, man. He should fire you if that's the case.
And Andrew, I agree. They're not going to cut Albert Wilson. He's on a restructured deal. I want to see Albert Wilson back. You go look at what he did in that Patriots game. I want to see Albert Wilson. That's a player who plays to his strengths.
Yeah. That's why if you saw before the season, I said if Tua starts, Wilson will lead the team in receptions. Before the season started.
You know, I wanna comment on that interview one more time. You know, Tua's he has a very obviously everybody knows he's a Christian. He brought up to be humble. If you're immature in the way you disseminate and you kind of analyze his interviews, he's just being honest and humble. And if you're taking it the wrong way, I'm telling you, the kid is an assassin.
Yes.
He's cerebral.
From his high school days
Yeah.
all the way to, because I saw all the damn film. I didn't see the 22, but I followed every Bama game since he's been there. And the Elite 11. Maybe some people
100% right,
don't
Drew.
even know the Elite 11, what it is. Maybe you should follow it on Twitter and check it out every now and then. Anyway, so, when you analyze and call Tua out and saying, he doesn't have the killer instinct, that proves everything. You kind of kill yourself. Or, usually, because I'm a people leader, I go, usually I don't have to fire people. They usually fire themselves. It's
That's facts, Drew, bro.
sort of like Office Space, it'll work itself out. We're just not going to pay him anymore.
God, me laughing at that just hates myself with how old that movie is.
It's classic, baby. Classic.
Hey, to the Chicago fan on here that about to think with Nagy and Trubisky, for what I'm thinking, I think Nagy saw coming from under Andy Reid's tree. He saw a possibility with Trubisky's athleticism and being able to move. He saw McNabb. But the only difference is, number one, Trubisky only had 1 year as a starter. Two, even coming out of Syracuse, Donovan was a bit farther ahead as they passed.
Way farther. I thought.
Trubisky
I think
was.
Way farther. Way
It's
farther.
unfair to.
That's the issue. I think that's what Nagy saw, though. A Donovan McNabb type quarterback where we thought he could develop in that mode. And still, even though Donovan McNabb was way further ahead, it took McNabb a year and a half to get it because McNabb was strictly killing people with his legs.
True.
I understand, but I think that's an unfair comparison, McNabb to Trubisky, from your peers.
Not the comparison. Not the comparison. I was just talking about maybe that's what Nagy saw because of the athleticism and the ability, the mobile ability. That's
Buddy, how you saw anything over Deshaun Watson?
I'm not making an excuse for him. I'm not making.
And I was actually really high on Patrick Mahomes coming out of that draft.
Sit here, take this beating from you guys. What did he see? I have no clue. I still don't know why we traded up 2 picks to get. I thought maybe he traded up 2 to get Watson, and I was like,
me too.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
It was the GM's fault too. It was the GM's
Yes,
fault.
no, it is. I think out of all the stuff that he did, I think that's his biggest mistake as a Bear fan is Trubisky. So
I think the Bears are going to do something. The Bears are going to end up doing something that would be a typical Bear move, like get Darnold, because they get maybe a good deal on him or something. It's kind of seems like something they would do.
Go get Trey Lance, man.
Darnold? Oh, he's gonna.
I'm telling you, man, that's such a Bear move, man.
That is true, but they're
They
better
need a
than
tough QB. They need.
He knows what I'm talking about. My brother's a Bears fan, man. They always make moves like that. Like it's like they get a good deal and it doesn't work out.
That's still better than Trubisky.
If they do get Watson,
I agree.
Sign Allen Robinson. I mean, it's going to kill him either way. He's going to lose Allen Robinson if they.
I heard you guys. I heard Reason say he won Allen Robinson. Come on, man, leave my player alone, man.
I don't. I don't.
We don't have nothing.
Too much money. If I want Juju or Curtis.
Yeah,
Curtis Samuel.
Yeah,
Curtis monster.
I'd rather take Curtis Samuel.
Hey, Kenny. I didn't know Kenny Galladay was on the free agent market as well. The receiver from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that dude is legit. Like
but we got DVP.
I know. DVP's our jump man, but I need burners. Kenny Galladay has the whole package, man.
Yeah, I need burners and slot guys now.
Exactly. Yeah,
and Galladay about to get paid.
He is.
He's a talented dude. That's a very talented dude.
I think behind like NFL curtains, like in the front office, Kenny Galladay might be the most sought after free agent as far as wide receivers are concerned this year.
Oh yeah. Allen Robinson and Kenny Galladay definitely gonna get paid. Yeah.
And reason sorry, but quick flip to the defense because I was just going over it. Maybe
man.
Like yesterday. Appreciate you. Linebacker.
Mhm.
Baker needs to get paid. I think
Not here.
Camus and
He said not here.
and I believe Elandon. I believe they're both. I don't know if we're gonna re-sign them. Are we really looking into drafting a linebacker within the
Oh, yeah.
first
I
2 or
think
3
so.
picks?
I think in the first 4 picks you're going to see a linebacker.
Okay, because that's one of my biggest concerns as far as keeping the defense consistent, moving
What's
in,
crazy is none of
transitioning to
the
next year.
3 guys out of all the guys you named, you didn't name one alpha. That's the problem. I think we don't have that middle alpha guy right now. That we don't have.
Nick Bolton.
I see the picture right there.
Like we don't
AVG.
have. Yeah, but AVG's an outside, right? He's not a middle guy. So
Yeah.
we don't have that alpha middle Mike, right? And your Mike is your field general, man. Like
True.
that's your quarterback of your defense, and we don't have that right now. Van Noy's tasked to do it, but he's like, they use him like outside in, inside out, depending on the game plan, really. So.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Dante Colonel. We had a good conversation today because he basically had a tweet. He put out a post about Zab, and then he basically said what I'm saying. And he basically said, let's bring up. I want to highlight Dante because this was a good tweet, and me and him talked about it. And I said, "Yo, this tweet was my spirit animal with there you go, right here. So let's bring this up. This is basically my spirit animal and how I'm feeling and how I've been telling y'all I've been feeling. And when I saw this, I was like, bro, I'm giving applause in the DMs. So I finished up on Zalvin Collins last night and I have some thoughts. I like him a good bit, and I think the Dolphins will like him more than me. What? That's what I said. He said he brings a ton to the table as a pass rusher, both off the edge of the blitzer. His size and speed are both very appealing. However, his level of physicality worries me a bit. He's a little too passive and finesse for someone listed at 6'4", 260. I think he can be a faster processor at times too. 18 would be too rich for my blood, but I would totally understand if Miami drafted him there. I mean, who's been saying that, right? He's pretty much everything Flores seems to covet. That's what I've been telling y'all, basically in a nutshell. And he just added the processor aspect.
I want to ask you something when you finish about that.
So my whole thing is, I think he's the Deontay Hightower, but I look at my boy Nick Bolton, and I'm like, God damn it, Zach Thomas. What do I want? Zach Thomas or Deontay Howard? But I get Deontay Hightower fits their defense, not Zach Thomas potentially.
Do you get that linebacker at 18?
What did he just say there? I just said what he just said. He just said 18's too rich for me. For
That's
Zalvin
if
Collins.
you're going to get a linebacker, you definitely have to trade back.
Yeah.
We could trade back, but I mean, I think if you wait to that 36 pick, you're not going to get Bolton or Collins.
Well, no, you don't trade back to 36. You trade back into the 20.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I'm saying if you're trying to get them with that 36 pick, I don't think we're going to get either of those guys. But there's a lot of middle linebackers. And I noticed I think like 3 or 4 of them have in common, including Jabril Cox. They're all former quarterbacks.
My boy Chaz.
Yeah, Chaz, Collins, Jabril Cox, I believe. And there's another one. I don't remember which one. It might. I don't think it's Bolton, but I know there's like 3 or 4 of them. They're all ex quarterbacks. I like the kid from Georgia too. He'd be like maybe 5th. Right? Yeah, man. Any of those. I think the last guy on my list would be Dylan Moses. I'm just not a fan of him as middle linebacker. The Rice guy from Georgia. He kind of reminds me of Landon Roberts, man. He'd be a nice swap out for him. But there's a lot of middle linebackers in this draft. It's nice.
Monty
Rice can I tell you this right now? I'll tell you this right now. I will take an outside linebacker There's an outside linebacker I would take over Zavin Collins at 18 because he's an outside linebacker in our scheme. And I've been talking about him for months, and that's Joseph Asai.
Sorry, yeah, I already knew you were going there.
I would take Joseph Asai over Zavin Collins at 18.
Hey,
I would take. You want to hear me? I would take. I said this yesterday. I've said it before. I take Aziz Lujari from Georgia as well, the edge player, over Zavin Collins at 18.
Yeah, but hey, would you want to put Van Noy back in permanently at Mike and get an outside linebacker?
I don't like Van Noy in the middle, man.
I can get Jabril. I've been talking about Jabril for months on this channel, and I can get him in the second round. And I mentioned him during my Senior Bowl bit here. He had a fantastic Senior Bowl.
You can come out with two, man. That he's excellent middle linebacker.
We have so much. We need linebacker depth that they might as well freaking double up if they can at one point.
Yeah, the thing about all those guys, man, is they're all well rounded. They all play the run pretty good, very well, and they all drop back in pass coverage very well. You know,
I might even take JOK over Zavin at 18. From Notre Dame, linebacker from Notre Dame. Love that. I love that kid.
There you go.
I love that kid, man.
He'll probably go top 11, top 10.
Who was your biggest bust reason that you were really disappointed in? Did you talk about? No, in this Senior Bowl, or they didn't show you much.
Patrick Jones had me worried until the game.
And then he had a suplex sack.
yeah. And then I was like, "Oh, there he is." But we've all of us up here have played sports at some point or another in our life. Okay, so we've all been at practices. Okay, I'm sure we've all seen guys who they don't really impress you in practice. And then game day, you're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Where was this guy all week?
Hey, Reed, let me ask you this. What did you think of Creed Humphrey over the week?
Damn. Yeah, man.
I know, man.
I've been saying he's falling for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
What did I say? I literally compared him to Tyler Biadasz like before I got sick.
He's
falling.
I like the love that you've been giving Hamlin, man, because last year I was big on Hamlin and Ford.
He's a beast.
And it's nice that people are starting to notice him.
Yeah.
But man, Hamlin's dope, man. If we could get him, at least him or Ford, I'd be pretty happy.
I've watched him because of everyone knows I've been on the Paris Ford train for quite some time. But now that the thing is, when I was tuning, it was Patrick Jones, some Rashad Weaver, or Paris Ford. Now I've gone back and watched DeMar and really dived, and I'm like, okay, I like that.
You know what I liked about DeMar Hamlin was, and a lot of people say you're not going to get a whole lot of the drills. That could be true, but when they were doing the CB drills against the wide receivers, they had DeMar doing those, and he did pretty damn good. So he showed versatility. Not only is he a safety, but if you watch those drills when he was going up against wide receivers, he did pretty damn good, man.
So he's Devin McCourty. Yeah, 2.0, man. Devin McCourty.
So reason is are you guys still getting Najee Harris at 18? I know one of your regular follower in here. Najee.
Oh, we don't talk about him.
That's too rich, my guy. 18 is too rich for a running back for me, bro.
I know, but he's bringing up Pyro, who's down there in the comments somewhere.
I told y'all, everyone here knows I'm super high. I know you. I'm super high on Javonte Williams, so I can't spend an 18th.
Is he still your ranking the same place? Reason number 2.
Najee, yeah.
The other guy.
Oh, Javonte.
Yeah.
Man, it's tight. When that board drops, that's one to watch for. I don't know.
What happened
give me a second, guys. I gotta.
Do you guys think that they're high enough on Najee to get him at 18? Like, I get, it's not good enough value to get a running back that high, but do you think Dolphins will still pull that trigger?
I don't think so. This is a different regime. Their value in players. Look at free agency this last year. They picked and choose exactly the salaries they wanted and players that would make an exact impact for Flores, which was New England players, right? So I think they take the same. This is my opinion. They take the same kind of perspective when it comes to this year's prospects and draft because they want elite. So trading up back into the first with another 20th pick, I think is due. I think they may do that this year, just because they want elite. They want their Tua to succeed, and Charlie Fry looking over his shoulder, enjoying Tua, and then you got the two new coaches that are, they're just setting up Tua to succeed, and I think they want to give him weapons.
I would say
who was in Flores' ear. You saw Saban having a good conversation with Flores.
Yeah, exactly. And I would hate for Najee to go to Buffalo if like that was the case.
Whatever. I mean,
I think somebody's going to overdraft Najee in the top 15.
Oh my goodness,
that's what I see happening.
Wow.
It's not the Jets or Buffalo.
Wow.
It might happen.
Hey, you never know.
They deserve them, bro. That's all. Go ahead.
Yikes.
I told y'all, if we're going up that high, buddy, I need Saquon Barkley. I need I need to start seeing this stuff.
Adrian Peterson, you need one of those running back. I'm still surprised that Ramondre Stevenson didn't really show up during this Senior Bowl like that.
And Rome says that jog around my complex and my bonkers if they drafted Najee because there's no way it's happening in the first.
I'm gonna remind you that, Rome. Remind you, bro.
Rome, I feel you, bro.
Shout out to the homie Rome, one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, Rome is awesome, bro.
Oh my god,
it kills me.
No screenshot or it never happened.
The thing is, I think people are really underselling the value at running back. This everyone's forgetting there's not just one good running back in this draft.
Sermon, like in the 4th round, you probably be able to get that guy.
Running back.
Well, people forgot about Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard,
not me.
Buddy,
not me.
If Chuba came out last year, he would have been day 2 at early day 2, like minimum.
Yeah.
A big sleeper at running back is Puka Williams from Kansas.
I like him.
Some legal issues.
I like it.
Puka's nice.
Yeah.
I think the kid.
Me and Damien have talked about him a little bit. Yeah.
Get you dropping names. I love it.
Yeah.
And Rome loves Kenneth Gainwell. He always says it.
Rome, y'all already know how I feel about my boy Kenneth Gainwell. I love that guy.
From Memphis.
I love that kid, bro.
There is a lot of talent in running back.
Yeah, man, that guy's on my board. I like him too.
Yeah. That guy was on my top 20 when I did my top 25 players to watch. Kenneth Gainwell was on that.
This is exactly why this Deshaun talk makes me. It just doesn't. It's illogical. We have all this talent that we need to get.
I don't even want to hear that nonsense on my channel.
Don't worry. As a Bears fan,
why I said let the Bears get Deshaun and end it.
He's
Party foul, Drew Boo.
What ended it, Todd? What'd you say, Todd?
That's why I said let the Bears, because they're trying to throw their hand into Deshaun. Let the Bears get Deshaun and end this.
Yes, the Bears.
Man, here's the thing. Listen, Here's the thing. Let's name the quarterbacks you think are better than Deshaun Watson.
Well,
okay,
Mahomes,
Rodgers,
and Brady.
Russell Wilson.
But now Rodgers and Brady are that age is what would scare me.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't matter, bro. They're not going to sack. You got to think about this for a sec, dude. The Packers and the Buccaneers are not trading for Deshaun Watson. Right. You can have your qualms with age, whatever you want. Okay, so we named those 4 guys.
Yeah.
Okay, how many teams are there in the NFL?
32.
Okay,
you do call.
So there you go. You got 28 teams you're going to get into a bidding war with. Good luck.
Deshaun says going to the Bears because he's going to be the Michael Jordan of football.
If I was the Bears, I would do it, man. I would do it because you know Aaron Rodgers, man.
And here's another thing. I said the Raiders a couple weeks ago. So, okay, here's my thing. Out of those 28 teams, how many would he actually probably veto a trade to?
14, 15, maybe at the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Well, from
So
what
we're
I'm
still
hearing
dealing with
lately,
like half
hey,
14 people teams.
And realistically,
from what
probably
I'm
4
hearing
or
lately,
6.
he'll go to any team.
Hmm.
He said
Yeah,
he'll go to
he
any
just
team.
wants
Yeah,
out of
dude, he already
Houston,
said
from what
that.
I
He
hear.
already, dude, he already came out a couple. This already came out a week ago, week and a half ago through his agent. He said that he will not use his veto clause.
There's
Yeah.
very few teams he would use it. He said,
Yeah.
I think like a couple.
Like, so, I mean, dude, we're not gonna. If people think we're in the business of getting into bidding war for this type of player, they have not been paying attention to this regime or
Nope.
watching
Right.
this regime. So don't even talk about the situation, please.
Hey guys, sorry to butt in, but I think that they haven't even been paying attention of what's been going out there, what's been going on out there in regards to the other quarterbacks. For example, Goff
Yes.
and Matthew
Yes.
Stafford.
Yeah.
How much did Matthew Stafford cost the Rams, giving up Goff, man, a quarterback that went to a Super Bowl?
Right.
Is
I keep
Deshaun
saying
Watson
it.
better than Matthew Stafford? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying this.
And what's funny is
That
people
The
try to-
Ramsey trade, even before that, the Ramsey trade for 2 first rounds. What is Watson worth just off of that? Forget the court, forget the Rams and Lions, just Ramsey.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Facts.
so I don't know what world some people are living in. Anything can happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it can't happen. Like Reason says, it just doesn't seem like it's possible.
No, man, I've said since
not
day
gonna
one, the
happen.
only way this regime would ever make that trade is if they win it.
Mhm.
And they're not going to win
True.
that trade.
True.
Yeah,
Not
and
that
in
way,
my
no.
case, guys, I know I haven't been talking much, and I apologize. I've just been listening because I'm new here, and I honestly don't know as much as you guys do about these
No.
prospects that you guys are talking about. But another thing that I was gonna say is that I mean, if this would have been available, say 2 years ago, I would have been down with it. Getting a Deshaun Watson at that time, I would have been very happy. But not right now, not after everything that we've done, to try to build the team.
Yeah.
Just give up so many draft
they're
capital
not-
and give up Tua, and
They're not going to halt their process and their vision of
Exactly,
what they've
man.
been building all of a sudden on a whim. Here's the thing. Yeah, the guy's an upgrade at the position. No one's going to argue that clearly. But it's not part of their vision right now.
Nope.
Because I
right,
keep telling
because
people
they already have a plan. They had one.
That first
and they have it.
that rookie contract of your quarterback, that 4 years in an option, that is how you build a franchise and a consistent winning foundation. Because
True.
in those 4 or 5 years, I can spend a whole bunch of money that I don't got to spend at the quarterback position. That usually takes about 17 to 20% of my cap. I can spend that all around on positions of need. And guess what? They can all be deals that are within 4 years. So they all expire when he's out. I've taught the kid how to win. So when there's less talent around him and there's more responsibility on him, he knows how to win. That's how you properly groom a winning quarterback.
Just remember, Tannenbaum ain't here anymore.
Thank God.
Right. So I'm just new in all this talk, man, and I really love it. I'm learning, bro. I've been watching the Dolphins since I was a young kid when I used to live in Miami. I'm in Costa Rica right now. And I remember the Dolphins playing well, having Dan Marino and all that. And I've been following the Dolphins again here in Costa Rica because we didn't have cable like 10 years ago. So now we have it. So I'm back in touch with the Dolphins. I was able to go 2 years ago and watch the Lions beat us when we had Osweiler at quarterback because Tannehill was hurt.
Painful.
I was at that game. And I was just I've been watching the Dolphins and following every move they made with Gaze, with Philbin, with Bill Lazor as offensive coordinator, with Vance Joseph as defensive coordinator.
Bro, what game?
I'm just
What game was
progressing. Which one?
Which game did you say you went to? Also, with
I went to
Osweiler?
the Detroit Lions at Miami Dolphins, where Brock Osweiler was the starting quarterback.
Pain.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. Sorry about that.
I love the Dolphins, man. I was willing to go watch them. I mean, I love the Dolphins. I grew up in Miami, so I'm a big Dolphins fan.
Hey, Regan,
and
you gotta love this, having fans.
and I'm
all
just
over.
learning now.
Worldwide.
Hold on a sec. Out of all the names you named, how do you leave out my boy Darren Rizzi Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have.
Oh
Reese
yeah,
Sanders.
no, I agree.
Hey, Reese.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. I remember Darren Reese, great special teams coordinator for sure.
Madman, a madman.
Yeah, his eyes, man. When someone made a mistake on on special teams, just the look on his face, man.
Bro, you got those Adam Gase smelling salt eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Reese, you gotta love this, man. Fans all over the place.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. No, and like I said, I just can't wait for the COVID to be finished and me save some money so I can go and see Tua or see, the Dolphins play again. I don't know if it's gonna be this season, but maybe next season. I just hope that yeah. I just hope that Tua, man, he really gets everything he needs, man, and he can start just lighting it up, bro. Because
I'm telling you right now with how they've set up these co-offensive coordinators, and now with bringing in Charlie Fry. I mean, they're putting things in play. They're making this too. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
The Watson thing is out of the Charlie Fry.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it's long gone. Thankfully, man, that shit's over.
Charlie Fry deaded Deshaun Watson in the water. That hire was strictly for our young quarterback. No one else.
Exactly. It makes sense. It just makes sense, man.
That's what I was saying on Larry's platform.
We tanked for him.
What were you saying, Damien?
I got something that I think you will want to hear. This is not about the Dolphins. Kenta popped up on AEW. They're working with New Japan. I'm just gonna say that and leave that alone.
Bro, why you got? I'm gonna watch this tonight. Why? Bro, what's with these people in spoilers, bro? Good God, man.
Oh, he's mad at you
bro.
now.
I told you on the Rumble, bro. This guy's spoiling the Rumble. Now he's out here doing, bro. Good God, bro. I don't give a shit if they spoiled it for you. Bro, what? Can you suffer? I gotta suffer, bro. Good God, bro.
Yeah.
Would you mind?
Now, Damien lets me know that. Hey, yo, bro, if I get shot, you gotta get shot too, bro. Good God,
for
bro.
1 minute. 1 minute block.
Never mind. I want to say I'd take a bullet for Damien. The guy's gonna throw me in the way of it. Take one in the arm, and hey, you take one too, buddy.
Here, Reason, take this bullet.
Good God.
Hey guys, I don't know if you just allow me to make one final comment real quick, and this is an assessment that I've made. I know I hear a lot about Penei Sewell, and I understand he's a generational talent that you're not going to get in the next 5 drafts or next 10 maybe. He's just one of those guys.
He's the best offensive tackle prospect I've watched since Orlando Pace on tape.
Exactly. So, but here's the deal. I mean, honestly, in order for Tua to be successful, do you think we need him
offensive line
at 3?
Oh yeah,
bro,
now.
Come on,
right now.
Come on.
I
tell you why, bro?
John, I'm gonna stop you right there. Do not continue, because you're gonna embarrass me, brother. Listen, stop, man. You cannot use the word generational on the player, and then you say you watch our team and that offensive line how it was last year, and then turn around and ask, do we need him, bro? You answered your own question.
That's why I started saying, I don't have as much experience, don't know as much as you guys. However, I was noticing that our lack of actually offensive firepower is more on the weapons that he has. Those receivers
brother.
Just imagine if he had another second. Just imagine. But
we have. Hold on. We have a pick at 18 as well, right?
Yep.
But that's the thing. I mean, I think since we're all in agreement that we're trying to do what's best for Tua.
Devontae Smith is not generational.
I agree.
So then why? Why are we having a conversation?
Just okay. Here's the thing, though. Here's where I'm trying to get to. I mean, we want to have Tua as comfortable as possible, and I'm looking at the mock draft, and I see that they have.
Have you ever? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, because we're using words here, and you're killing me, bud. So I'm just going to stop you because we're not going to continue on with it. Because
that's fine. Go ahead.
Listen.
Go ahead.
You talked about getting him comfortable. Where does that start?
Right. Well, yeah, with him having good protection, I agree.
So you've answered your own question, my friend, again.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. We can beef these boys up. I mean, we went down that road last year's draft.
Robert
I mean,
Hunt
we
is
used,
not, Robert Hunt is not. That doesn't matter, brother. Look at the.
we used
the
a
Hold on. Stop.
we used
Stop.
the pick within the first 32 picks to get.
Stop. I'm muting you, bro. Listen, we had this conversation earlier. The Dallas Cowboys. Drew Brew, what did you say? Was it you or Martin? It was Martin. Was it Martin?
Yeah, it's probably Martin. Yeah.
Martin, what did you say about the Dallas Cowboys?
Oh, they consistently drafted well in the first round and just built up that offensive line.
Thank you. Listen, I could give you all the weapons in the world. But if you don't got time to get to those weapons, what good are those weapons? I got a bunch of fast pylons running around up there. That's all. So I'm going to stop this conversation because this is, I see where you're trying to go with this, and you're continuing on when you've already answered yourself multiple times. And that's frustrating for me. Because, I mean, we're going around in circles. I don't like circling the wagon while people are viewing us here. Listen, you used the word generational for Penei Sewell. You agreed Devontae Smith is not generational. End of story. Now, if they want to take Devontae Smith at 3, cool. But right now, this offensive line is nowhere near where it needs to be, just like the receiving core.
Right. So I would do this.
Brother, you're muted. You're talking to yourself. I just unmuted you.
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry, dog. My bad.
You need to calm down.
No.
You need to use your ears and quiet the mouth for a sec, okay? I'm telling you now.
But I mean, it's
No.
It's my
It's
opinion.
okay.
And
It's your opinion. It's
right.
your opinion. But you're answering. You're contradicting your own opinion with your own words.
Right.
That's where I'm at here. So
not really. I mean, I can say that there is a possibility that this guy's a generational player, but we probably don't need him as much as what we do need him to someone that he can throw to that can get open and can make plays. That's all I'm saying.
But you're acting
I
like there's
would
only
agree, though.
but you're acting like there's only like 3 is we got to take.
But that's the thing. Here's my argument. I mean, there are only 2 in this draft that understand each other well with Tua. There are only 2.
That doesn't matter though, bro.
Yeah, it's not that important.
How many?
We're going down that road.
No. Listen. What did Kyler Murray say to the Arizona Cardinals last year? It came out. Go get me CeeDee Lamb. Who'd they draft?
Right.
Okay?
I can understand that.
No, hold
on.
Hold on, I'm not done. Who'd they draft? Isaiah Simmons, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Swiss Army.
What did they?
Right.
But what did they do? They traded for DeAndre Hopkins. Had he ever thrown to DeAndre Hopkins in his whole life before?
Right. No. I agree with you.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Jefferson last year.
Right.
Do you know how rare it is for receivers to have 1,000-yard rookie seasons? Like we're talking like.
Hey, can I ask you a question real quick? Justin Jefferson. I mean, didn't the Cincinnati Bengals have the opportunity to get him, or no? He was already gone when they had to choose second.
He was gone.
He's gone early 20.
Then they got this guy from Clemson, if I'm not mistaken. This
T. Higgins in the second round.
Yeah.
So I do watch college football as well. So. I mean, how about this? Okay, so I take it that you guys want Penei Sewell because of what he is and what he.
Hold on one sec.
Go ahead.
Let me just hit you with this. Joe Burrow. That should really dead any other talk about not getting a generational talent to protect the number 1 player on the field at all times. The guy who touches that ball. It's not going to be Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle, right? So Joe Burrow, how many meniscus and ACLs? How many letters did he rip apart in his knee? Is he going to come back 100?
The whole alphabet, bro. The whole alphabet.
Yeah. So, there it is.
It's not funny, but it was bad.
Yeah,
So, not funny, but funny.
No, it's not funny. I was just laughing at what Drew Booth said.
I know. Funny, but funny.
I mean, so really, that's where I'm at.
And here's the other difference.
The main
The
consensus
offensive
here is
tackle
Panay at
from
3 then
Panay.
here.
No, I'm actually with you, Panay or Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
But what I'm sitting here and saying was, when you were making your statements, bro, you were literally answering your own question by using words for players and then not using the
I
words
just
for other
think that we
players.
need more of
You're
a
not
receiver
wrong. We need
than an offensive
but
lineman. I mean, if we can get both, I'll be happy, man. Believe me. If we get Panay Sewell
both.
and we
We'll get
get
both.
this guy,
See,
Watt,
here's the thing.
somewhere up there,
Here's the thing.
I'll
Here's
be
the
happy.
thing. Here's the thing. We still have Preston's gonna come back and Albert Wilson's gonna come back. We don't like. Okay, let me put it this way. Do we have a Devontae Parker on that offensive line?
Nope.
No. No.
That's where I'm thinking. I agree with you, but we need his weapons in terms of we need guys who can take the top off and slot players. The thing is, the only reason I jumped on you, brother, was because you were generational for a guy at 3 and then not generational for receiver. And I've been dude, I was out here saying Devontae Smith was going to win the Heisman Award mid-season.
Right.
Okay, when no one was talking about that, all right? And when everyone was like, no, it goes to quarterbacks, I was saying he's going to win it. And so I get what you're saying, and the chemistry, I've told people, the chemistry is the only reason I would take him at 3. But the problem to me is when you look at, when you're looking at 3, you want to get the best value, the most. I know he can't miss, sure thing at 3 because it's a top 5. And
I agree.
And I think Panay is that. I think Devontae may be that, but I'm pretty sure Panay is that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. There are so many receivers out there.
Here's my thing. We're saying Devontae's kind of tied to Tua, right?
Exactly. That's the only reason. Yeah.
But I think Panay can win a gold jacket wherever he goes.
Right.
So who are you gonna? That's what you gotta. Who are you gonna take? The guy who can win a gold jacket anywhere, or a guy who's strictly tied to my guy?
So here's the deal, though. I agree with.
And the other thing is he doesn't have 4.3 speed. He's gonna have low 4.4 speed. He's got body concerns. He's got a similar frame to Marvin Harrison. So but he's not as fast as Marvin Harrison was. That is where you got to be like. With number 3, you gotta get the most. This guy doesn't miss.
Yeah, but get more bang for your buck for that worth of
you
gotta
get the most sure miss. This guy is, I know unequivocally, this is under a shadow of a doubt the best value, best player available.
And the reason,
dude, the only thing I can tell you.
But even on top of that, it's a stacking pick because you get Sewell at right tackle, you can move Hunt and Kinley to their proper positions, and it becomes like a stacking force. That's the way I see it.
Right. That's how I see it too.
Just imagine a half a second to a second more for Tua to throw the damn ball.
Because Hunt is not. I've been saying for all season. I've been showing on the film analysis. He is not a tackle. I had him graded as a guard coming out.
Improves Jackson.
Yep. And it kicks my guy into. Now I got a potential Hall of Fame guy on the right side, and I got an all-pro guard next to him with Hunt. And then I figure out that center, and now Kinley goes from right to his natural left guard, where he played at Georgia, and I think he can be a Pro Bowl all-pro there. And then boom,
can I just say something?
And reason.
Go ahead, David. Hold on a sec, John. Give David.
Yes, sir.
You can go after John though.
To piggyback on also what you and Rhino said, only way that I see us passing on Panay Sewell, because I'm in total agreement. You know that reason about what I think about this.
Yeah.
Only way I can see us pass, number one, we have to address that right tackle in free agency, because if we don't, and if we do take Smith at 3 over Panay, then you're putting this pressure on that at 18. Slater's not going to be there at 18.
No.
Yeah.
So then
Darristaw's probably not going to be there.
Darristaw's not going to be there at 18 either. So then you got to hope. Okay, Cosme is that maybe a little reach, but more than likely, if Darristhaw and Slater go in between pick number 9 to pick number 15, it's going to be a run on that position. So more likely, Cosme might be gone too. So then you're going to put yourself in a position that now you're going to have to be in desperation to draft this right tackle and void needs that you need at linebacker. If Dieter don't work out, we don't know how that's going to go. At center, then you got going deeper in the draft in the second or third round. You're needed nose tackle. You still might need another pass rusher and another receiver too. So that's missing. Not taking him there. I'm hoping, and I'm pretty confident they will address that in free agency. They're going to have to address one of the two in free agency.
Yeah,
they have to. They have to. If they're going to pass on Finesse well, who can
not
help this
worried.
line out so
Not
much?
worried. Yeah.
And John, you can go ahead, but I just want to say too, the other thing is this is a deeper receiver class than last year's class.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So there's going to be plenty. You can get Kadarius Toney at 36, and that answers your problems. But anyways, go, John. I know you want to add.
No,
something.
I'm on board with y'all. If that's really the direction we're going, I would love it. No, what I was gonna say is just look at what this change. Since Brian Flores has been with us, and all the changes that we've endured in the last couple of years has done to us. Look at us. We're all excited, man. We can't wait for this draft, for this offseason, for the free agency to open. Because there's just a high expectation as to our team, the direction we're headed. And I just think this is something marvelous, bro, because I've been watching the Dolphins for so many years, and never have I had a conversation like this with more than one person about the Dolphins, hearing all this hype, all this emotion, all these scenarios, all these speculations as to what if this, what if that. And this is wonderful. I just love it, bro. I just love it.
I gotta say something real quick, Reason.
I appreciate you, John, bro. I want you to understand, bro. I appreciate you, man. And all I'm gonna say, John, bro, go watch Penei Sewell. Go watch him.
I've been watching Waddle, man. I just can't believe the quickness of that guy's feet,
See,
man. Forget Devontae Smith,
John,
bro. Forget Jamar Chase.
Honestly, John,
Yeah.
you nailed it for me. You know what I would do, bro?
Tell me.
I would draft Penei Sewell, and then I would try to move back into the top 10 and draft Jalen Waddle.
Right.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
That's what I was eventually going to get to.
John, if that happened, that would be a perfect first round.
I'm thinking that may happen. I don't know. I just see that Devontae Smith, everyone's talking about him, but I don't like him. I saw tape of him. I saw tape of Jamar Chase. I don't like what I sasaw.
I love the kid, but Jamar Chase, we have that in Devontae Parker. I don't need that. Yeah,
Right.
I agree with you.
Right.
And you look at, I think, you know what, Jamar Chase, I like him, man. He's when my board comes out,
his mold, his build, I like it.
But I'm taking Jalen Waddle over him every day, baby.
I would
gotta
take
say
him
something
over
though,
both of those. Go ahead.
I wouldn't.
I really don't comment a whole lot on the receivers, because that's not like something that I'm really attracted to. That's just me. I've always been I like defenses, linebackers, running backs, whatnot, the boring stuff. But I'm a big fan of Rich Eisen, man, and he interviewed Devontae. I think it was today.
Yeah.
And I got a lot out of that interview, in my opinion. I think that this kid's gonna be special, man.
He's gonna be special.
I really do, man. I mean, I'm not saying generational, but
I'm taking him and Waddle every day and twice on Sundays over Jamar Chase. Miss me with that noise.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for the kid, man. Especially
value wise, I'm taking Rashad. I like Rashad Bateman better, because I can get Bateman at 18 or in the early 20s and not spend a top 10 pick on the same player.
Yeah, but just to hear him in the interview talk about his work ethic, the fact that he had a mentor that would take him to all these like the Senior Bowl and whatnot, and just kind of his upbringing, when you kind of got to learn like a little bit of his his background, like what kind of competitor he actually is, what his expectations, like he's not satisfied with what happened in college, Heisman and whatnot, man. So that's kind of what I liked about him, because of the fact that he's not, some guys, they get paid and they're done. You can just kind of tell that this isn't going to be that type of player. He's going to be one of those guys that it's never enough, man. You know what I mean? He wants to continue to do better and grow. And, that I'm all for that. If they move up and get him after that interview, I'm telling you, if they move up and they get him, I know everybody likes Waddle. I'm good with it, man. I really am. Like, because those guys like that are a dime a dozen, man. Guys with work ethic. That's really what you want. Somebody that's going to put in the work, man.
What if Joe Douglas takes Panay? I know it's not guaranteed they take it.
No, but
possibility.
there's a chance.
It's a
I think there's a chance for him to go. I don't doubt that.
What would Reason do? Panay is off the board at 2.
Devontae Smith, I'm guessing.
And Joe Douglas,
I asked
that's
this
a
earlier.
smart GM, and it's possible.
Yeah, and I said that. Yeah,
Ooh,
I think it's going to be Penei Sewell or Zach Wilson for them.
Would that piss you off enough to where you try to get Smith and Waddle? Reason?
Yeah, really. Yeah,
we'll show you.
No,
we can trade back in that case. I would say. I know the question is
Can't
for
go
Reason.
no further than 8.
That'd be fun as shit, man.
I don't think, guys. I don't think Waddle's getting past the Eagles. So I don't think he's getting past 6.
No.
So then you got to gamble and hope that Jamar Chase gets taken before Devontae Smith.
He'll
Oh, he will.
Oh, that's dude. The Bengals will run that in, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the Bengals will get Joe Burrow killed.
Hey,
they need
not
to reach and take Slater. I think they really do. They have talent at receiver.
I like Slater, man.
They can't keep playing games with their quarterback like this, man.
Yeah,
that's true, Daniel.
They need to take Slater. They need to take Slater
because he can play. That guy can play tackle, guard, or center.
Yeah, they need to take Slater. I don't give a damn about that chemistry with Jamar Chase. You know that Reason. They need to take him.
So if they take Slater and Chase,
but the problem is Damien. The problem is Damien. They paid Jonah Williams.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why they're going to take Chase, because they're not going to take a right tackle that high. The thing is, our right tackles are blindside. We don't have it figured out.
Right.
Yeah.
I just, God knows, I feel bad for that kid, man.
Yeah, because he ain't moving like he used to.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it.
Come on, no.
Oh man, yeah, it's
And
injury.
it's not gonna be that he's a bust. It's gonna be because he's gonna have an Andrew Luck type of career, where he's gonna probably tap out, man, because he's gonna get killed. They're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Man. Yep.
I can't lie. Talking about Devontae Smith real quick. He reminds me of strictly based off of personality. He reminds me of Nick Chubb when it comes to just pure focus, man. There's like no nonsense.
Tunnel vision, right? That's what I got out of the interview.
Yes, Rice qualities.
And y'all know y'all know Nick Chubb's my favorite running back in football right now.
Chubb,
yeah,
wow.
like not to be disrespectful. You know how they say like somebody has like retarded strength. Like Nick Chubb has like retarded discipline and retarded focus, and that's just like Devontae Smith. Like these guys don't know, like when they're getting interviewed, like they're trying to get like personality out of them, and they're not going for it. They're like, nah, man, I play football. That's it.
Yeah.
Like they got their heads on right as far as being pure football players.
Dude, you ever know someone that's like really thin and they can get hit and beat up and they just get up? There's just some people like that. They're just flexible. They can weigh 150 pounds, but they can just take anything.
He knows how to protect himself,
right
just
now.
like how Lamar Jackson. He knows how to protect
I've said this before on the show. I'll say it again.
Right, Daniel.
People just need to go back, go watch the greatest show on turf. That boy Isaac Bruce. Go look at that guy played in a way tougher NFL, and go look at his size. Man, that guy was like 170 pounds, 173 pounds.
Hey, you know what caught me off guard is, I swear, looking at him, he looked like he was 15 years old in that interview.
Devontae.
Yeah.
He's got a young.
Well, I'm telling you, man, that guy, he does have. This guy hit it right on the head just now. That tunnel vision, that focus, you just know he's gonna have it.
Buddy,
he's
man literally has, like, have you ever seen the picture of like a gray alien? Like,
exactly.
Gray. That guy literally has. That guy has the arms of a gray alien, bro.
Alien, yeah.
Hey
Tell me
guys,
I'm
so
wrong.
I'm gonna sign out. I really appreciate your time. I hope to join you guys again. I'm definitely gonna be keeping in touch with y'all. All right, God bless. Thank you, fins up, guys. God bless, man.
Appreciate you, Jan,
brother.
Thank you,
Reason. What if he's an alien? What if he's a gray?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. They're amongst us, bro.
They're out there somewhere.
Bro,
Play
why
football.
wouldn't they play sports?
Yes.
Like, yo, these guys think this is great. Watch me do this.
But look at his head
aliens.
too. It's such a weird shape, and his hair.
I ain't gonna lie,
kinda
man.
looks
He
like an
does look
alien.
like one, man.
No, he does look like a. He looks like a gray, bro. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
If he wasn't black and he had gray skin, guess what?
Yeah, he's just a tatted up gray, bro. That's all he is.
Oh,
Well, everybody say that goats are aliens, right?
Yeah,
They
there you
do things
go.
that we don't do.
There you go, man. There you go, bro. The truth is out there, bro. That's all I know. Shout out to Mulder and Scully.
I think we can. Oh man, that was going down. Those are shit.
Fire in the sky, guys.
X-Files is the shit.
You know, but if that were to happen with Devontae
Man, yeah.
and Waddle, that's some baller shit by
Buddy.
Greer and Flo.
Yeah.
That would
Buddy.
be some baller
I
shit,
agree.
man.
Baller shit. That's put your balls out on the table and
That's what I'm
fucking
Hey,
me, bro.
now what? Now
No.
what?
Buddy.
Woo!
Yeah.
I just want you to think. I just want you to say this. I want to post this. I want to put this. Devontae, Preston, Albert Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith.
Mike
Oh,
Gesicki.
Hold
Beat
on.
up.
You,
Fuck
you just-
Gesicki, bro.
Right.
Go sit on the side. You can't run around with a damn.
Yeah.
Go take a seat, brother.
Oh.
Go
I'll
play
put
where you
Shaheen
go.
in it.
Hey, where'd Fitz go? Let's see if we can trade.
Yeah,
this guy
yeah.
for
Go
Fitz.
get some
We need
fit, some
this guy.
water.
Bro. Durham Smythe, and I can go get enough of that, bro. I don't- Get out of here.
Get rid of Gesicki.
Bye,
Yeah,
Grant.
bro. Bye-bye.
Gadgets.
See you, Grant.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I've been really thinking about the Dolphins trading Gesicki seriously because I don't know, man.
Because he's a
It-
snitch. That's why.
it feels like it,
No,
man.
it
It
wasn't.
feels
It
like
wasn't.
it.
It wasn't. Yo,
He's
guys,
expendable.
guys, it wasn't. It wasn't. Guys, it wasn't.
He's expendable.
He's a snitch.
I thought it was
Yeah, he's a snitch.
Yeah.
As soon as that story came out, I was just like, it was Gesicki right away, man.
Nah,
Damn.
I'm telling you, I
yo.
know these things.
Yo, I've actually talked to people like connected to the organization about this privately. It was not.
It wasn't.
Oh,
What
well, I
I-
still don't like how he runs routes. Get him off.
He God. He God.
Oh man.
That's hilarious. I
But
still
bro,
don't like him.
but
No, but, if you
seriously,
could, hey, if you could get a second round for him, I would take it in a heartbeat.
right,
Oh, yeah.
right. Because Pat Firma from Penn State can easily fall.
Oh, buddy.
and that's the perfect guy for
Oh,
like
buddy.
Taylor to throw to.
Fairmouth?
I would take
Yeah,
Dirty.
yeah.
Oh my God. Y'all know I was so high on this kid. Like, man,
I was
dude,
gonna ask that.
that guy, dude. That's why he's my tight end one, eh? People
Really?
just don't remember it. People just don't remember him, bro.
Wow.
Yeah,
He
he's
didn't
nice.
play.
He's nice.
Bro, watch that
nice.
guy in the red zone, dude. That guy's a magician.
So we can get him
bro.
like in the
talking
second if
about?
we want to. Fairmouth.
Dude, you know why? You know why he's my tight end one? Yes, Kyle Pitts is Chase Claypool. When you're talking about tight end, I want a guy
Yeah.
who can block,
Block.
bro.
He's
Who are we talking about?
Brad Freeman is legit
Fairmouth.
Oh, yeah.
in the
He's a
in
big
6'5",
run
256.
sets,
That's
bro.
baby Grunt.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That is
Like a-
that
like
is
a
tight
meme.
end. That is tight end one. It's just people have a short term memory because he didn't play this year, bro. If he would have played this year, bro, come on.
So
That guy,
imagine- Go ahead.
that guy is such a sure bet in the red zone, and he runs clean, crisp routes. And like, dude, he got sticky
I'm
hands,
sold.
deadly in the open
He's
field.
a beast.
And bro,
Mhm.
dude, this guy will blow people up if he can. He likes blocking,
He's
bro.
a beast, man.
So
Trading
imagine-
trading
he
Gesicki is the
He
point, though.
looks for contact, bro.
Yeah.
None of
hey.
this pussy. Oh, throw me the ball. No, bro.
Yeah,
No,
Gesicki
bro.
with
He
your
wants to
stupid
blow
blonde
someone
hair.
up, dude. Yeah, bro.
The
I
reason
don't
you
think
would
they're
trade
gonna
your
trade
second
him.
for that second round and take him in
Gesicki
a
out
heartbeat.
here. Gesicki out here worrying about running through garages and hair highlights, bro.
So
Yeah,
So
for
Todd,
real.
what
Yeah.
you're saying is trading for a second. Use that second pick to draft Fairmouth.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
pretty much.
Yes.
Buddy,
I would do it.
y'all want to hear? Yo, I would take Freeman at 50
Yeah.
Mm.
If he's
all
still
day,
there.
all day.
Imagine, so
If-
imagine
if he even
Flores
gets
up there
there. If
getting
he gets there.
Devontae Smith, Waddle, and then we turn around and get Pat Fairmouth.
Oh Lord.
Ooh.
And Javante Williams at running back. Oh shit.
Mm.
It never
Hey,
happened.
we can't forget
Now
about our
what?
linebacker though, man. We still need that
No,
linebacker.
running back. I want at 36. I want to move up.
Move up.
Yeah.
How far?
Don't worry about linebacker. Flo's got that covered. He'll figure it out.
I think he goes past Surratt.
I trust Flo at linebacker.
That's why I was saying you actually could make all those moves and still get a good linebacker. And there's middle linebackers in this draft, man.
And I'd still double up on the linebacker.
How far would you move up, Reason, for that 36 pick to get the running back?
I wouldn't move
What would
up.
happen?
Yeah, I think if you want Javonte Williams, you're gonna have to.
And what do you think, though?
Anyone sitting here? I saw someone say, "Oh, you're gonna be at 50." Are you crazy?
No.
What? Give me the acid you're tapping into, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, exactly. I was actually gonna say 26 to 26 was what I was.
Is he worth that investment? If we're not willing to take Najee at 18, is he worth that kind of investment?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he is.
Yeah, because if I
Parsons
package
is
that
at
30, if I package that 36, I don't have to add a lot to it. Like I can add next year stuff. I don't have to,
God, that's okay with me.
That's a desperation need for us, man. That's a need. We have to.
A lot of
we have to have a running game.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying ETN's going to drop.
Oh, I would love to see that
he might.
I would love to see Flo and Green
I don't
make that decision.
I don't see Etienne getting into the 40s.
Hell no. But I
No.
would love to see him get there at 36. I don't
see Najee Harris going past pick 50.
Najee Harris ain't get past the first round, bro.
I think Micah Parsons might
No,
be
I
an
said that
Laramie
for a reason.
Tunsil kind of thing.
Oh, sorry. Say again, Powers.
I said that for a reason.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Poor
Drew
Pyro.
Bruce. Go ahead, Drew Bruce. Sorry, my bad.
No, I was just saying, this might work out to us with the Micah thing. I don't even know what. I know there's some allegations, blah blah blah. This might work out with the Tunsil thing again. I don't give a damn.
Worse.
I want him dropping to 18. We will rehabilitate him, and that's what I'm saying. 18. Give me Micah.
I don't care what I know what he allegedly what he's done.
I don't want to even know.
I'm willing to turn just I ain't gonna say turn the other cheek because that's not gonna
Sorority parties. Let's put it that way.
I would
In Penn State.
Yeah.
Oh, part of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have an idea what the allegations are.
Okay.
Yeah, he must have did something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it is Penn State.
Allegedly.
Penn State.
Just saying. If he drops us at 18, oh
Just
my
think of the old
goodness.
show Oz and just
So it's not a Kirk Merritt for sure. It's allegedly.
Oh my gosh. It was Jockett. That's what he said. It was Jockett. Reason. Come on.
If he's there at 18, are we all on the same page? I don't see how they would pass up on that.
I don't know how they would not.
He's
Maybe.
gonna fall. He's gonna fall because of this. No, you know who I see taking him?
Vikings.
No,
Buddy,
no.
if Parsons is there at 18, you'd make that pick.
Jerry Jones would take him. Jerry Jones,
Cowboy.
and I'm a Nebraska.
No, he's too stupid, Damien.
Nah,
He's too stupid.
Jerry
probably
would
Pitts,
take him.
Maybe
Jerry
Pitts.
would take him. Jerry would take him. He's not making it past Dallas. And plus, Dallas, I mean, they would take him. They would take him, hands down. They would take him.
The Broncos would too.
The Broncos, Charlie,
the Broncos would
Elway
take
would
him.
take him. Elway
Yeah.
would knows that talent.
Jerry Jones is gonna do something stupid like
Elway's
take
not in
Gregory
charge
Rousseau.
anymore.
Jerry Jones.
Oh, I love it. Go ahead, brother.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that's such a Jerry Jones move. He falls in love
Yeah,
with
it
the
is.
name.
But Damien, John Elway retired. He's out. He resigned.
Yeah, he
Get
stepped
outta
down.
here.
Yeah, he's not the GM. The last I read.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he resigned
When did that happen?
Oh, I didn't even
about
know
3
about
weeks
that.
ago.
Yeah, at least two weeks now. I think
So he's not. So
What?
connected with
he's not calling the shot. He's
Broncos?
not drafting. He got tired drafting bus at QB.
Yeah, they probably told him he
Drafting
needed to quietly
butts.
resign.
I mean, that's what he's been known for. A terrible.
You're right.
QB.
You're right.
Yeah, terrible.
Jerry
picks at
Jeudy was
quarterback.
a great pick though.
And he's a part of
Yeah.
that defense.
And I think
that
Drew Lock's actually still gonna work out, man.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
I think Drew Lock's still gonna work out. He just got hurt. People don't realize he dealt with an injury again last year.
Yeah, it's just a second year, like he does.
I like him better than Trubisky coming out.
Hey, Damien. This one's
Amen,
for you.
amen,
This one's
amen.
for you, bro.
What? Man, oh man, he's flown.
I don't. We don't think Quiddy's getting out of the top 12, guys.
I will
Damn.
buy that jersey that damn night.
Damn.
Hey, KJ Hamler wasn't a bad pick for Elway either.
Yeah.
No. Yo, he's actually Cortland Sutton.
No, he picked
Yeah.
well. Just
The
that
Simmons
quarterback.
guy too, right?
He's actually he's
guy.
actually Elway's actually done a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he had as well.
He probably just wants to retire. He probably just wants to retire. I mean,
You know what it is? I guarantee you. I'm telling you right now. It's the frustration of he can't get the position he made his name off of right.
Yeah.
And that's because
Maybe.
he sees a quarterback and says he's going to compare him to him. That's why
Yeah.
Michael Jordan can't draft. So only
True,
person
true.
who's able to ever nail that was like Jerry West. He's the only one in any sport that I could think of. I could be missing somebody. That was a Hall of Fame great player in his position and could draft.
Ozzie Newsome.
See that guy.
Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah,
Good,
Ozzie
yeah,
Newsome.
that's another
That's
one.
about it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Larry Bird.
Somebody that I forgot.
Larry Bird.
Yeah,
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Very few. There's very few.
Yeah, it's very few.
Very
You
few.
can't name 10 that can actually do that. And
Right.
So, do you guys think that Andrew Luck is coming back from what all these things
I
going
hope
around?
so.
I hope so. Yeah. I want to see that.
Benjamin Albright reported today that
Yeah.
sources he's talked to that are no Andrew Luck. Those text messages were false. They were not
Wow.
real. They were not real.
If I was
I
him,
love
would.
watching
God knows
Andrews.
They got the protection for him now.
I'm
Can
telling
you
you,
imagine that team?
the only team he
Oh,
goes
God.
Indianapolis to San Francisco.
Right.
If he ever comes back.
I would
Man,
assume he
that's
wants to come back to kind of let the Jaguars know, nah, y'all not gonna get the South like that. I would love that
If
to
he
happen.
comes back, the Colts, once he knocks that rust off,
It would take a year.
He's not gonna. I don't think he's coming back, guys.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
If he was,
Damn.
he used to knock that rust off.
But all right, we're almost about to hit the 2.5 hour mark, so let's go through and let's start getting final thoughts. Powerhouse, let's start with you, buddy.
Yeah, once again, I'm looking forward to the offseason. Can't wait for the draft, especially. This Senior Bowl was something to watch. I'm glad Flores and the organization got a chance to work with the seniors and hopefully we ace this draft. Pins up.
Damien, go ahead, brother.
I'm looking forward to, first of all, this free agency because that's going to really tell the direction we're going through in the draft. I trust our guys, Flo and Gritty. They're not going to overspend, but in two certain positions, center, running back, I don't mind you spending an extra couple of million if it has to be from two guys who play in Wisconsin for the Green Bay Packers. Fins up.
Drew Boo, let's hear your final thoughts, buddy.
Yeah, March 17th will set us up for the April draft, and that's what I'm really looking forward to, is really to kind of set the foundation for that draft. I want us to draft elite. I want elite players, and how they make that happen.
Blue chip prospects, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's give our boys something to throw to.
Let's do it. Esteban, final thoughts, buddy.
I don't trust Gasecki. Thanks for having me on.
Beautiful.
Agreed.
So Esteban doesn't trust white individuals who are still living in the 2000s with their frost tips, and I don't think anyone should.
Exactly.
And I don't think anyone should. I second that motion. Todd, let's hear your thoughts.
Hey, I'm all excited for the future, but let's hope Zach Thomas makes it to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, you hit it on the head. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good call, Todd. Good call. And Damien, all I can picture is Gasecki showing up at training camp with that white boy visor, right? You know, got the white boy visor at the rim and the frosted tip straight up. Oh God. Rhino, let's hear your final thoughts, brother.
I can't wait for you Friday for your free agent video.
Oh, yeah.
That'll
it's
set the
gonna be a
tone.
big one.
Yeah, that'll set the tone for us. Like everyone's saying, we got to get through free agency first, and hopefully by then the Watson stuff will be dead. They'll announce the trade to whoever, and fins up. See you Friday.
9 p.m. guys. We're gonna be breaking down the top 10 targets in free agency. I would target. I'm gonna have clips of some of these guys, like in terms of in the video.
Dolphin centric.
All 22. All 22. It's Dolphin centric free agency. And then after I do my breakdown, give you all everything, we'll open it up and hear your guys' thoughts. Liam, your final thoughts, brother. And again, loved having you on, brother.
Amazing.
Hey, grateful for the invite to join this awesome community you guys have as Fin Nation. I know I'm a diehard Bear fan, so if y'all don't want Tua,
we can be your AFC team. We can be your AFC team, bro.
But,
grateful
for the
Come on, man. Yeah, come on.
But I wear my Dolphin hat here as a faraway supporter. Still bleed orange and blue, but great for the conversation and listening to sports.
Liam, we're united through the orange, my friend.
True.
Okay?
Liam, in your native tongue, fins up.
Nice.
I like it.
And Martin, let's get your final thoughts.
Yes. So again, I'm just grateful that you're back. Reason. Let me tell you, man. I struggled not catching them shows, man. I was like, oh my goodness, what happened? What happened? But for real, man. I'm glad you're back. We're all glad you're back.
Yeah.
And definitely when it comes to the Senior Bowl, a lot of good things just happened as far as just having a hands-on look at guys that we probably never even had on our board and just magically appearing like, mushrooms in cow shit. It's like, wow, So I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be one of those things where you're gonna say to yourself, wow, I'm glad we got the opportunity to coach in the Senior Bowl, because this is literally aligning so many stars when it comes to free agency and obviously when it comes to the draft. So, and Greer and Flores and company, we trust, man, and fins up.
And Martin, I just got to say, man, you're one of my favorite additions to the Mod Squad. I love having you up here, man. I love your insight. I love when you come up here. You are one of the people I always want up here when I open it up, man. I just want you to know that, bro. So you're appreciated just as much as, you gave me kind words, bro. I appreciate all of y'all my family. So, guys, I'm going to be back on Friday night, 9 p.m. Same bad time, same bad channel. And we are going to rock the top 10 free agent targets that I would go after. And, until then, guys, y'all already know what time it is. It's fins up all day.
Fins up,
every
baby.
day, baby.
Peace.
Me too.